Okay, we are back, and you are now tapped into the Believe No Hype podcast, where sports and entertainment meet culture, and all hype gets put to the test. I'm your host, Mal Rizzo. I got my boy A7, CMB's on the boards today, and make sure that you follow, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Let's jump into it. We got a couple of quick recaps for NFL Week 1.
That's right.
Let's
Big
jump.
weekend.
Yeah, it was crazy. Started out on Thursday night, Eagles and Cowboys.
What was the first play of the game?
Started out with a little bit of drama. Well, technically, first play of the game, somebody got hurt, and then that caused a little bit of a delay.
You're right.
And in said delay, our boy Dak Prescott and Jaylen Carter
Had a few words.
had a few words, spit a little bit towards each other, and a little bit of saliva got on one player, and another guy got thrown out the game.
And then Dak pathologically lied at the end in the press conference. I don't know what he was talking about, spitting on the ground.
He definitely spit. He definitely spit. He did. I mean, his spit was on the ground, but it was in the direction of Jaylen Carter.
He looked at him and laughed after he spit, bro.
You know, I can't tell you another person's intention. I don't know if Jaylen
Dak
Carter's
looked
intention
spit.
was to spit on Dak Prescott or spit past him. Or,
I mean, Jaylen Carter is.
okay, well, you can say,
intention was
I'm
to
saying,
spit.
no. Well, you can't say another person's intention. I'm just saying. I don't know unless he comes out and says that his intention was to spit on Dak Prescott, because he could have tried to spit and then it just.
To Jaylen Carter's defense, though, if someone spits at, even if it's at my feet, like, come on
it's
now,
kind of,
you know,
like it was kind of fair game. You spit at me,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna.
The refs should have been on top of that, called a personal foul on
Yeah.
Dak and on Jaylen.
Yeah.
It should have been both of them.
Yeah.
And you could have entertained Dak getting thrown out. I love Dak.
I thought about that
love
too.
Dak.
Once I saw that he spit too, I thought possibly.
What I propose is in the NFL, which happens in soccer,
Yeah.
when an incident like that happens, you go back and you look at the replay, and you can
Everybody who's
retroactively throw people out based on what happened in the incident.
But do we even think that throwing somebody out is what you're supposed to do if you get spit on? Now I'm not. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
thoroughly-
absolutely.
hold on.
You can't
It's
spit on
thoroughly
Because if that
dis-
happened if that happened like on the street,
Yeah.
somebody you might get
You might die.
Yeah, you
I
might
understand.
get hurt really bad.
I understand that. I
Get
feel
hurt
like
really bad.
on the other, and just to be devil's advocate here, and I kind of do believe, I just don't know if he needed to get thrown out of the game, especially if it hadn't, like, the game just started.
But they
Like-
said that that's what made it count as a suspension. It counts as a 1-game suspension, so he doesn't have to get any other.
It's not the first time somebody's
Okay.
been spit on either.
No,
That's
They
what I
throw
feel like
guys
I'm
out
saying,
for
like,
that.
But it was like front and center, you know.
and it was
like,
it was in between.
action.
Yeah, it was in between action.
And that dude that tore his ACL, I think he ACL,
Yeah.
it's the second year he's out with a season-ending injury.
Wow.
Back to back.
The guy on special
The
teams.
guy in special teams, he's a linebacker.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, do you think that? I mean, obviously it does affect the game to some degree, but how much do you think it affected the Cowboys and Eagles game with him out? Because the Cowboys were certainly running the football right up and down.
Rookie offensive guard.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't
Yeah.
have to block fucking Jaylen.
He
Jaylen
was
Carter.
worried
Yeah.
all summer. He was probably
Kidding
worried
me?
about that.
Dak was probably so happy. Look, at the end of the day, in soccer, they call it winding somebody up.
Yeah.
Dak should have came at the end and said, look, I was winding him up. He fell
Yeah.
for it, and he got the penalty, and that's
Yeah.
what happens in football.
Facts.
Yep.
But instead,
That's exactly
it
what that
becomes
was.
this drama bullshit that happens in a league where they're like, oh, I don't know what happened, and make Jaylen Carter look out to be crazy.
I just think spitting on somebody's a crazy act, like regardless of whatever the.
But you don't
rules.
define him for that.
I just don't know if that's.
No, I think you definitely kick him out the game for that.
Yeah, I just don't know if that's what Jaylen.
Because the response to that is to punch somebody in the face or to do something physical back to them, and I feel like Dak, you're not allowed to do that without a penalty. So the fact is that guy's got to be out there.
Yeah, I mean, if he swung at his helmet, he's getting kicked out the game too. I don't even think. I
I mean, spitting is assault, right? That's what they said.
Yeah,
That's what
it
they
is.
say. If
It
you spit on
is.
somebody, that's
It's
assault.
assault,
So
100%.
No, I believe you.
I think it's also crazy. It's just disgusting.
It is utterly disgusting, bro. The hot Tua is nuts. But it's just like, I don't even think Jaylen Carter was even thought about spitting on him until he saw himself, like, his feet get spit at. Like,
No, absolutely.
because you're not just like
He was
sitting there.
provoked. He was
Yeah,
absolutely
absolutely provoked.
Absolutely provoked.
And as for, like, did it affect the game? I mean, a little bit. Like, it's not like Williams went crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he probably wouldn't have had the game that he had.
Yeah, I will say one thing is the Cowboys can't run the ball for shite.
I mean, they were. They were moving the
A
ball.
little bit,
They
yeah,
were
a little
moving the
bit.
ball a little bit.
They were moving it.
It really just came down to a couple missed throws at the end of the game.
And
Yeah.
Dak is gonna check out of passes to run to weak spots. Like
Yeah.
he's that kind of quarterback, you know. So
Yeah,
they were
but is
moving
Williams
the
the
ball.
guy that can
They're moving the ball.
execute?
I don't think they got the ball to Pickens enough.
No, they did not, bro.
He was taking plays off. He was.
Yeah, he
have you
takes
seen
plays
that
off.
highlight
Yeah.
reel of him taking plays off?
Yeah,
Takes plays off.
that's the thing about him, bro. It's like he like checks in and out. It's so
Yeah.
weird. Like I
Definitely.
it's so weird.
Can't play with him. Can't win with him.
Yeah.
Can't win with him. Can't play with him.
That's why he's on the Cowboys.
That's why. Yeah, that's
That's
why
why
he's
he's
on
on
the
the
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
And I guess they're hoping that
That
maybe
doesn't fit the Steelers.
right. No,
Doesn't fit the Steelers.
no.
The Steelers are winning over there. They got Calvin Austin,
Yeah.
Ben Skoranek. Like,
They're making it happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, Pickens is in and out. The Steelers game though. I mean, if we're
Yeah, jump
bringing
into
them
Steelers.
up, that Steelers game was nuts.
A-Rod.
First of all, I've been
told you
talking.
the Jets are cursed, bro.
Yeah, I know. But didn't I not text you guys at like what third quarter? I
Justin
said.
played well.
That's what I said
Justin
though.
did play well. I mean, he did. He played to his strengths.
Yeah,
He played to his strengths.
And
I
I
run it too much.
Yo, I remember I texted you. I said, yo, the Jets are playing way too good to win this game.
yeah, they're not gonna. They don't win.
You know, but Fields
they're not winners.
is who we all thought they were, and we definitely know, or all thought he was, like us three at least.
I thought their defense would be better.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, 100%.
same.
And they were. The first half, they were pretty good. They were. They
But
were
that
holding
other
tight.
corner is trash, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, their
was
DBs
getting
are a little
cooked. I don't
shaky.
even
guy
know
they
his
had
name.
before. They
The
had
DBs are-
DJ Reed.
Yeah,
there.
I don't even know that other guy's name. But I just know he's getting cooked.
They were shaky. Yeah, Rodgers was picking them apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Rodgers
does
with his
that-
little-
I mean,
But was he doing it for the Jets?
no,
Like,
Jets-
not
let's be
really.
The
Bro, let's
Jets are
be
cursed,
honest.
bro.
No,
They
let's
just
be
said
honest with
that.
the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. First year tears Achilles. Second year he has to come back from the Achilles. Like
Right.
then they fired the coach. So like what
Right.
what do you
It was
really
just
know out of
drama.
that?
It was really a
Just
lot of drama last
bro.
year.
And they thought that Aaron Rodgers was the middle. It was in the middle of it. Like we could go deep into that because I really feel like the Jets poverty franchise do poverty things, and like that was a poverty move, like by G and Aaron Rodgers that way. How you gonna make the man fly from California after his wife is like just had or after he just got married? And
They don't care about that.
but I know that, but like you're just gonna fly him back to New York just to tell him
But
that
then
he's
on-
fired.
I
Tell
get
him-
that,
tell him
but
on the phone.
on the other hand, some people would say, "Oh, you're just gonna call me and tell
Yeah,
me I'm fired.
exactly.
You couldn't even
That's-
tell me face to face." So I feel like it's
I feel you, but it's like yo,
Solid NFL head coach. We saw him in Hard Knocks. You got an up close personal look at him. What do you think?
yeah, but that wasn't even solid. That was the one that
he's a
did
good
that.
defensive coach.
That wasn't solid.
Oh,
that
who
told
did
me
that? Who did
The new guys,
really?
Glenn and
Aaron
the new
Glenn.
and the GM. What's his name? Douglas? Is it Douglas?
I don't
Whatever
know.
his name
I
is.
don't fucking care
Like
who the fuck
they called,
GM
like
is.
they switched the staff, and then they were like, oh, what are we gonna do with Rodgers? They called Rodgers.
Oh,
they
okay,
said, yo,
okay.
come back. We want to talk to you. We have a plan. We want to know your thoughts. He gets there. He says he's like ready to like. You know, he's got a notebook of notes, getting ready to go for the next season. Who we should bring back, what we think about the guys. And then he said he never got a chance to open the notebook. They just said, "Do you want to be here? Do you not want to be here?" And he looked around and he was like, "What are you talking about?" And they were like, "If you don't want to be here, you can just go." And he said he just got up and left the fucking building and was like, "I'm done." He did that on Pat McAfee. Reported that.
Yeah, but
It
at the end of
was
the day, when somebody asks you want to be here or not, I'm gonna say, yeah, I want to fucking be.
but
I have a
even-
notebook full of notes.
Unless I have a plans to be somewhere.
Aaron wants
Right.
people to suck him off. Like, what the fuck?
No, I'm just saying like it just gives it the feeling of like it feels like you don't want me to.
Bro,
Why would
you
even
get
ask me
paid
that?
30 mil, 25 mil a year, motherfucker. You better be able to take that shit. I'm sorry.
I feel you.
We're out here struggling for fucking pennies.
What do you
But he's
take?
a
pennies,
What do you
Hall
got to
of
take,
Famer,
though?
bro.
What do you got to take?
You gotta take getting flown out across the country. You have to eat that, bro. And when somebody looks
I
at
don't
you in
think
your
it's that
face,
big a deal, though.
No, but
Yeah,
I,
and when somebody looks at your face and says, "Are you in? Are you out?" and you're like, "Oh, I'm out because you asked me that."
Yeah,
That's
if
some
that's the
prima
reason.
donna.
If that's
I
the
love him.
I
reason.
mean, I'm paraphrasing, but
love
like
him.
I'm sure he was looking around the room like, yo, like this shit. Like I don't think if I was him too, I wouldn't want to be there either. Like they just make poverty moves, bro. It's just the franchise that's
I
cursed.
agree.
But what I do like is that they unlocked Justin Fields because clearly the Bears were trying to put a leash on him, and clearly the Steelers were trying to put a leash on him.
Steelers didn't give him a chance
And the Jet, yeah, exactly. And the Jets said, you know what, bro?
for now.
For now, right? But
That's
you
all
know
they
what?
got.
Do your
Rock,
thing,
rock.
you know. And when he went to go run that ball in around the right side and got stopped at the 1 yard line, I know he didn't get the touchdown, but I was like, this guy's tough, bro. Taking on like three defenders.
showed-
He knew it since
yeah,
Chicago.
we've
I
known
know,
that.
I
We've
know,
known
but I was
that.
just like, there was just on.
I've known that about
It was just
Reese
on
was
display.
balling.
Yeah,
Garrett was balling.
Reese
Like,
looked-
It's Garrett. That's how far they go. Is however if
Yeah,
Wilson
exactly.
has good games, they're good.
So they did a good job there, and Garrett was killing him, but Reese was looking like
he's one of the smallest consistent playmakers of this
Yeah.
generation. Garrett Wilson. He's small, bro.
He's skinny.
Skinny.
Skinny dude. What about the Giants game? I saw my boy Ja'Cory Bill Krosky Merritt was out there. I
Running.
told people that he was going to get busy.
First
When
down.
we were talking about him, I think last week when we were talking about the core that Washington has, he's going to be a big part of it. He was making some plays, good runner. They had Debo out there looking like old Debo.
That's the unsung hero, I thought.
Terry didn't even really get going.
No, Terry
I think
didn't.
he needed to.
And they were dominant.
He didn't need to.
Defensively, they were better. They were better this year than they were last year.
You got Bobby Wagner coming back. You got a good squad.
You got a good squad. Washington is definitely a team to look out for. And the Giants are just looking like the same old Giants, man.
Like no offensive line. No continuity on defense.
Can't do anything on defense.
Guys going down hurt already.
Yeah.
Not making plays.
My one defense to the Giants is, and everyone's like saying about Russell Wilson.
It's week
like,
one, though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. My one defense is it's week one. Like everyone's kind of figuring it out. There's a lot of guys who are typically pretty good who didn't have a lot of numbers, like high numbers, like Jordan Love didn't throw over 200 yards. Like there's certain guys like that. So I'm not going to be like, oh, it's Russell Wilson, bench the guy. But I'm really starting to think like, is my boy Dable like part of the reason why this is
but
not
here's
working?
the thing, not that it's Russ's fault, but Russ didn't help. When you're a mentioned in Hall of Fame quarterback conversations, when you've been a franchise quarterback for as long as he's been a franchise quarterback in this league, there's a certain level of play and expectation that you're supposed to bring everybody up.
Even if it's your third team in the third year?
Doesn't matter. It's just if Tom Brady was on that team elevates. And I'm not comparing Russ to Tom Brady.
How did the Lions get turned around? How did the Rams get turned around? How did the Buccaneers get turned around? Juice. Those vets brought juice. Yeah. And everybody looked at the vets
especially
and were like,
when you're a Super Bowl winning quarterback. It's not
true.
You know what it takes. You've been there.
Yep.
So you got to get everybody to. And I'm not trying to put all that weight on his shoulders, but I'm just saying I feel like you have to make everybody raise their level of play. And I know he's not the type of guy to yank at the coattails and try to get guys riled up, but he might have to do that to like.
He came from a competitive origin.
Yeah, that's
in
how he
Seattle,
started,
bro. It was so competitive out there. So hopefully he brings that competition over here to the Giants.
And
That's
get
what
that
they
ball and get that ball to Neighbors, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he is energy.
I mean, they have playmakers.
There was a fight between him and Dable on the sideline.
Yeah, bro. I saw that, bro. Well, because he's probably like, yo. Like the only play should not be me running a 9 route and tossing it up. Like he should have a couple, you know what I'm saying, like things that really rock and roll. I feel like the only time they really targeted him, obviously he had like 5 catches or whatever it was, 8 catches, was like when he was going deep. Now if he took one of those deep balls down, like the one in the back right
that's
of the end
not how
zone.
football's played.
I know.
It plays in a fucking 9 route. That's not how it's played. So I don't think that. I think he's just like trying to light a fire up on everybody. Like, yo, what are we doing?
Yeah,
this seems like the same. I think he was just.
Yeah, this feels like last year.
Exactly. He was just reiterating the sentiment that everybody else was watching.
No one's blocking.
Yeah.
No one's
we're
doing their
the same,
assignment.
We're calling the same plays.
On the same plays.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't be running the same shit. We shouldn't be in the same position.
I like that rookie out of Arizona State, my boy,
Scatterboo. You like
he was looking good. He ran over a dude.
Yeah,
he was
he did
shifting.
run a
I don't feel like they use the backs
at all.
No,
they're
talented. We have 3 talented
that's
backs.
what I'm saying. I don't feel like you got to really get that running game going. You got to throw the ball to them. Like,
But to that point, they did play a really good defense, a playoff team.
they should have beat them. They could have not even beat them, but they could have competed better with that.
They could have competed better,
and they didn't show. They didn't show
They
any.
want to compete.
If they come home with that noise in 2 weeks, they're gonna be hearing the Boo Birds.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
They have an opportunity to beat a Cowboys team that we don't even know what they are yet. You know what I'm saying?
they look better than the Giants.
Yeah,
but they have an opportunity to go head to head this week, so we're gonna find out.
We're gonna see.
Another big game. I know you mentioned the Packers and Jordan Love, but the Packers, that defense was looking good. They made the Lions look like they weren't an explosive.
New offensive coordinator. Lions are working it out.
Yeah, exactly. They're new offensive situation for them. They got to figure it out because that offense last year was explosive. They scored the last couple of years. They scored a lot of points.
Fun football, bro.
Yeah.
That offense was fun to
and
watch.
I think when you get rid of your offensive coordinator, you got to retain a little bit of that, of whatever it was.
How do you lose like all the playbook, all the fucking juice, all this shit? Like,
that's the quarterback. That's on the quarterback.
But he looked like towards the end, like towards the third and fourth quarter, he was starting to really figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because it looked like, I was about to say Kamara. Gibbs, it looked like Gibbs. They're like the same player. It looked like Gibbs and Williams, like they were ready to play. Like every time they touched the ball,
they're always ready to play.
They were trying to take it home to the home run every time.
But Williams has to chill with that. Though.
He does. They need to know that they
that.
can't get it to they can't score a touchdown every play time they touch the ball. And Jahmyr Gibbs needs to do better at pass protection. I was watching that game, bro. Like, I'm sitting there like, yo, Chip.
He don't want to be.
He don't want to do it, but it's like, yo, like Chip, bro. Like
at least
Chip. Like I know you're about to run out for a route, but Chip. Like if you chipped, you probably would have get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because you'd have time to get it to you.
Packers D, bro.
But that Packers defense.
You're blocking Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons.
Yeah. And the tackle is good too. Like they got a whole squad out there, man.
Yeah, they were playing well.
Jordan Love didn't play that well though, but
he played okay. But what do you expect with a bunch of B and C list receivers?
Yeah, his receivers. He has that one kid. What's his name? Doobie. What's his name? Doobs.
Yeah.
Doobs. I like Doobs.
Oh, Romeo Dobbs.
Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs.
I like him.
Golden looked like nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he'll have.
They didn't really give him the ball though.
My favorite,
get a chance.
My favorite receiver on that entire team is Jaden Reed, bro. That guy is something else.
Bro, he's a hit or miss guy.
Yeah.
He
means special teams, plays a wide receiver 3. Like that's a good guy.
Don't bet on him.
No, I'm not betting on him. I'm not gonna bet on him, but definitely
get 2 catches when you need him to get 2 catches.
Sports books over here.
What about your beloved Falcons? You know, they took the first L of the season.
It was a heartbreak loss.
Baker and the boys came into town.
Bijan, bro.
Yeah.
Bijan balled, though.
Holy
he balls. That's what and that's what he should be doing, and they got to keep feeding him, keep feeding the backs.
But to your point,
don't have to do too much.
Your point the other week, though, bro, like, they really don't run the offense through him, which is crazy to think about. Like
they don't lean on him.
And I get it. Villa Veda is there and all this other stuff, but it's like, yo, like how you only run for 25 yards?
Yeah, outside.
Stretch.
Like, and they keep running this like pistol with 2 running backs on each side. It's like, yo, what is that formation?
And
then they're trying one of the best young safeties in the game, Antoine Whitfield Jr.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Why are you trying him?
I mean,
why do NFL teams try to run it at a shotgun when they're next to them? You know, as a running back, like, how do you get ahead of steam? You're taking a lateral step.
You have to be an explosive back.
You get 1 or 2 steps, and then you're at the line of scrimmage.
That's how I feel.
With no momentum. No pistol runs anymore.
Yeah.
No under center runs. It's like
they should definitely be running the pistol, the Falcons.
100%.
Why do you think that, though? Why do you think that?
Because the Penix has the potential as a runner. You could run a lot of RPO / option.
Yeah, but he's never run RPO.
But if
Bijan
doesn't even run that.
though, you
but
can.
Imagine you're more.
What do you mean just because you haven't done this? RPO is the simplest, bro.
I understand.
Read or you either hand the ball over or throw.
You run a bubble screen or a slant.
It's basically you're just baking a run play into all your passing.
Exactly.
I understand.
It's very simple.
I understand,
stuff.
but
it would work for the type of players they have.
And you read 2 players on the defense. It's the end and like the nickel or the outside linebacker. That's it. That's all you're reading.
I understand, but especially
as a lefty.
Yeah,
bro. Get that off even better.
I understand, but they just don't. I feel like everything they have done in that game was very predictable. Outside of like Penix like just pulling stuff out of his ass to try to make it work. Also, Drake getting hurt in the 4th quarter kind of sucked. Like he might be out this week too.
Yeah,
really sucks. You know, they still don't have Mooney, so they're throwing to just like Jordan Love, throwing to a bunch of number 3s, even though Penix still had like 280.
I mean, you have a guy out there that's 6'7", and you're not throwing him the ball.
Well, he looked good though. He looked good, bro.
In the end of the game, you got to find ways to get him the ball when you don't have a Drake London. You have it's too big not to try just to give him a ball.
And I put on the play calling. I feel like the play calling was very weird. It didn't really seem to have a lot of flow to it. Penix is definitely the real deal. This guy's a winner, bro. Like, and I'm seeing that around the league. There's a bunch of winners out there right now that really look like Justin Fields, even though he lost, still look like a winner.
Bro, you're throwing that word around very loosely.
You got to win to be a winner.
No, I understand.
You're throwing that. Everybody wants to win.
Right.
So just because they won the game doesn't make them a winner either.
He got far in college.
Well, I'm just saying in college. I mean, once you
know who's a winner? I'll tell you who's a winner. Me and CMB we were talking shit about him, which was J.J. McCarthy. And we're like, we don't think he's a great quarterback, but we're like, what he knows how to do is win a game. And what did he do? He didn't show a lot of, I'm a great quarterback, but what he showed is, I know how to win football games, and he went out there and won a football game.
My defense of that is that Penix did the same exact thing, but his field goal kicker missed, though.
But he didn't
win. The other field goal kicker made it. His field goal kicker missed.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? How is that on? You know what I'm saying?
That's
true. He did everything he could do.
That's true.
You know, there was not one thing he could have done more. Like, I mean, obviously he could say, like, on the play, he missed, like, whatever thing, but it's like, you know, certain things.
I hear you.
And then also, you know, you got the Bake Show on the other side, throwing to these guys like Emeka Egbuka and Mike Evans.
I think you guys scored, and then people were like, "Oh, that's the go-ahead
touchdown," but Bake came right down.
It was like, why would you say that?
40 seconds, I think it took him.
They started it was a minute left, and they're like, "Oh, that was the go-ahead touchdown for the Falcons." I was
Baker's the new Drew Brees.
Yeah,
Baker's the new Drew Brees. I'm telling you.
It might
that veteran who
come a little bit better than Drew Brees because he's a little edgier.
A little edgier.
Drew Brees is very clean cut.
Yeah,
But hold on. Here's what I was in the beginning of the game. I was getting ready to say because the night before the game, I'm watching college football, and what do I see? But old commercial Baker Mayfield. Now, when he was that last year in Cleveland before he left, he was doing a shit ton of commercials. And I just thought in my mind, I'm like, you can't be doing all those commercials and getting your shit in, film study, all of that. So it was like, he started to look like commercial Baker out there in a little bit. But by the end, he was comeback player Baker. So
yeah, and Emeka Buka, another OSU guy,
balling.
You know,
balling.
But he was just cooking like whoever he was, number 21. I don't even know his name.
Anybody who's opposite Mike Evans. Can we just say anybody who's ever been opposite Mike Evans?
Mike Evans said that he called the play, that last play that he ran for the touchdown. He said that he was like, I want to run that route, and he ran around and got a touchdown. Yeah, he said, I'm about to cook whoever this boy is. I'm about to cook him.
I cooked him right off the line. The guy was playing catch up the second that ball was snapped. I was like, damn, like here we go.
That's who you want at receiver though.
I think we have a game, and they still got Chris Godwin coming back eventually.
I know.
Yeah, bro.
And they got a couple little young receivers on their squad.
Yeah, they got a little something working over there in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but what else? Your boy Danny Dimes was out there looking like a Hall of Fame quarterback. He had a crazy stat. They said he's the first quarterback to score every drive since like 1970 or ever, some shit like that. Some people say ever. Somebody said it was since the 70s.
Bro, he looked like Cam Newton out there.
I wouldn't say he looked like Cam Newton, but he was just. I mean, the Dolphins looked terrible. Let me just say that the Dolphins looked terrible.
Horrible.
Horrible. Daniel Jones did what he's always been expected, which was to execute.
Manage the offense. That's all he did.
Manage the offense, and he
didn't make any unbelievable
listen, when you go from probably the bottom 5 offensive line to a top 5 offensive line, even the 2 young guys they had on the line, they said they got the highest grades of the weekend.
Yeah, they did.
Offensive line.
Their offensive line is so nasty.
And then they got Quentin Nelson. And
did you see the pocket he was throwing out of?
Yeah, bro. And it was easy. It was an easy game for him.
But he still got to execute. He did a couple rushing touchdowns. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not hard. That's not easy.
Yeah, it just shows you how bad. Yeah, it shows you how bad.
Got a lot of work to do.
Personnel, bro.
But the Dolphins, complete trash.
Yeah, they're about to fall apart. They're about to fall.
Is Tua an NFL quarterback by the end of this year?
I don't know, bro.
Arch Manning, tank for Arch.
If Arch comes out. You know, if Arch comes out,
might be good for City for him. Or New Orleans tank for him. That'd be perfect.
I'm gonna still give the Dolphins as week 1.
New Orleans would be perfect.
Grandfather,
exactly.
Grandfather.
I think they're from down there, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. That's why he went to Ole Miss. So.
Yeah,
I would still give him its week 1. Maybe they have a shot to figure it out. But Tua looked trash.
Horrible.
What do you guys think about the Bills-Ravens game? That was everything. We literally were talking about it, and it was like everything we talked about and more.
Bro.
And more for sure. You got 2 MVP performances from 2 MVP type guys. Somehow the Ravens did not close that game out. That's something they're gonna have to work on because that's one of the things they haven't been able to they're letting games get away from them. I think there's a stat that said like they've lost like 5 or 6 games when they've been ahead.
Well, when you score 45 points and you lose, it's something with special teams and defense. You can't be doing that.
That wasn't a typical Baltimore. They let up a lot of points.
Can't let up 40 points. Can't let up 40 points.
I just feel like every year there's something that we say that is like...
It's better for them to figure it out now, though.
Right, that's true. That is true. And I my personal opinion is it might not be the nicest thing to say or might not make any sense. I just think these motherfuckers are having too much fun on the Ravens. Like, everything is like... Oh, like I just ran, high five,
not enough foot on throat.
Foot on throat, not enough.
They should have had 60,
what I'm saying?
60.
Like, yo, like what is going on?
Should have had 300 yards.
Yeah, 300.
Like, and I get the fumble. It's like, and then you start nitpicking after
Teams
that.
ease off sometimes.
They do, but Tom never eased off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was their whole mindset, though.
Yeah. There's certain teams that don't do that.
You gotta treat it like college.
You gotta treat it like, yo, you gotta
finish it up. You gotta blow them out.
Like in the NBA, right? Like even if you're up by 20, there's no in the NBA there's no deficit that's like safe
enough.
Like because at any moment in time someone can get hot and next thing you know you get on a run.
But football's like that too.
That's what I'm saying. Like more and more.
Only safe lead in football is like 50.
Yeah.
Gotta be up 50 like in the fourth quarter.
Like the Madden, the 21 rule is kind of bullshit.
Not yet. 21 is not good.
Yeah, if you 21 somebody.
Nowadays, because you're
old school in the old school, like where you just ran the football and the clock was rolling. Yeah.
Your scores were enough.
But if I'm Harbaugh, I'm looking at Lamar and just be like, yo. Foot on neck.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I'm Lamar, I'm looking at Harbaugh and saying foot on neck.
Yeah, I'm looking at Harbaugh saying, why don't I have 500? Yeah. Why doesn't he have 300?
Yeah. Like, we're not getting conservative, not against this team.
Not against any team anymore.
Any team.
Bro.
Exactly.
Any team, yo. They never won a Super Bowl. They never went to an AFC championship with that team yet.
What a good NFL schedule, though. So far, do we like the NFL schedule?
I love it.
It's been fucking good.
I love it.
I like it.
I like that matchup.
Yo, Sunday
was good. Sunday night was good. Monday night was good.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
This is a good Sunday.
I think the whole weekend was
It feels good to know that football is on, bro. You know, because even like I didn't run any errands last Sunday, but I remember last year I was doing a lot of errand running on Sundays trying to watch, but also doing errands. And like the best part about football Sundays during football season is no matter where you are, you're gonna see jerseys. You're gonna hear people listening on the radio.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the games up in the corner of like the supermarket. Like it's everywhere, bro. And it's
like,
such a great feeling.
how people think like or say baseball is America's pastime. I think it's now football.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's definitely
For sure.
100%. I mean, you find
enthusiasm.
You find jerseys of all 32 teams in every state.
Yeah.
Every state has fans from everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a localized thing. It's like universal.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. Was there anybody that you guys saw that had like any big performances that caught your eye? Like, okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on this.
I like
player.
Debo. I'm sorry, but I think that
I'm a big
Debo
Debo guy.
game was a statement, just saying like the last few years he's had and showing like, look, I'm that guy still. Give me the ball, I'll catch it. Playmaker. And it just shows Jaylen
Positionless
Daniels
playmaker.
is dangerous now with that weapon.
He was returning kicks.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
back. He's back.
Yeah.
He's back.
You got to do stuff like that with Debo because you just got to get the ball in his hand as much as possible. I like that one.
Yes, that's my.
This might be like, but I think got to watch Justin Herbert. You know what I'm saying?
He was.
Because
He's dueling.
I forget. Like we forget about Justin Herbert sometimes, but when you watch him play,
Cannon. He's a cannon.
Because he's a quiet human being.
right?
Like he's literally like they literally
He's dating
talk
a
about
celebrity girl now.
How quiet he is. He's just a quiet guy.
Is that the girl he's dating?
No.
What's her name? She's a celebrity girl singer. Becca. No, I forgot her name.
G?
No. She's like a white girl.
Literally a
White girl. She's a white girl singer. A white girl,
Interesting.
pretty singer.
Yeah.
But anyways, well, I'm just saying.
Sabrina Carpenter. Like
No.
all of them.
It's a big name. It's a big name. I forgot it.
Yeah.
We have to Google that.
But,
Yeah.
but like when you watch him, you forget like he's got a cannon. He's huge. He's got a like pause. And it's just like one of those things like you forget that they actually kind of have a squad a little bit, but because they haven't won a lot and because he's a quiet guy, you forget that like that he can toss it now. And they still have Keenan. I didn't forgot they got Keenan Allen. So
Yeah, they got him back.
Madison Beer. You ever heard that?
Oh,
guy?
yeah, I have
Oh,
heard.
yeah.
Yeah, no
So
Madison Beer.
that's why he's been popping up in the media a lot.
Yeah, and that's good. He needs that.
Does he need that?
Does he though?
I
He's a quiet guy. Does
For his
he need that?
personal branding,
Like,
maybe.
all right, it worked
Yeah,
for
for the-
Josh Allen, okay? He can go get with Haley Steinfeld and marry her. It works out
Josh
for him.
went off.
But does this,
You don't marry
I feel like
actresses.
Travis Kelce, like, he's like, yo, he
fucked
opened
the
the
game
door.
up.
He's
He
like,
fucked
yo,
the game
I
up.
got Taylor Swift. Now Cat's like, oh, I'm going to go get Haley Steinfeld.
But you can't get an actress, bro.
Madison Beer.
When you get an actress, now your girlfriend's gonna be in love scenes with other dudes, and what are they gonna say on the football
I
field?
mean, you just have to be a secure human being.
That's fine. Be
insecure.
secure. If I'm on the other side of the field than you, and I see your girl on TV, blah blah blah, I'm gonna say something to you to
think-
get
you
in your
think-
head.
you think
I'm
like
gonna wind you up.
But it's make believe, though.
I'm gonna wind you
I
up.
think like Patrick Queen was like, that's why Michael B fucked your bitch.
I would bet. I would hope he said that.
Yeah, but
You
he
gotta
lost.
wind him up.
But he lost.
What is it?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Facts.
that's the craziest thing to say.
It is wild. It is nuts. It is nuts. But they were in the movie together, and they did have a scene. So, but yeah, Justin. What's it called? Justin Herbert is my guy to watch this year,
Word.
or at least in the first quarter.
I would say it's your boy Bijan. I feel like if they feed him, he could be dangerous. I feel like they just got to feed him.
How many
Yeah.
touches a game you think you should get?
30.
30, yeah,
Between rushes and catches.
I like that.
30. If you're not giving that kid, if that kid's not on the injured reserve by end of the season, you didn't use him right. You know what I'm saying? You didn't use him right.
You didn't use it right.
You didn't use him right.
But my whole thing with them too is like they can just keep running and running because it's not like Algiers bad either. Like they can literally
Exactly,
just run
that's
the
what I'm saying.
whole like they can. And my whole point to go back to that is you can tell from watching all the games this weekend, you could tell certain teams that are running offenses and defenses through certain players to make it look that way. I just don't feel like Atlanta is doing that. Like you could tell that Tampa Bay was running through Baker,
Yeah,
through
100%.
Bucky. Like if you look at Atlanta, you can't tell that they were running through Bijan and
But they
Penix,
never do that.
you know. But
I mean,
there was
you
a
have to-
time
I mean, you're running.
when it was Matt Ryan, it was like
Offense
yeah, they're
running
running
through
through Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. Everyone else
I
was
mean, your offense
secondary.
has to run through your quarterback.
Right, but they got to have someone else who like gets the ball. The quarterback can't do everything, right? So it's like
Yeah.
that was the whole thing with Cam Newton. It was like, it was Cam Newton and who? Greg Olsen, Cam Newton and who? You know, so it was
That
like,
was just Cam Newton.
right, exactly. That there's only certain
That is the guy you're running.
there's
your
only
offense.
certain instances that it works like that. You know, it's like it's got to be Russell and Malik. You know, it's got to be so and so and Malik, or it's got to be Tracy and or it's got to be Malik. It's got to be like there's some guys, and I just
Yeah, it's
I did see
identity.
it.
It's all about identity.
Identity,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Identity.
Like, okay, what do we need to key in on?
Exactly.
And then even if you key in on that, you're still gonna be battling.
Because if we go down through all the games, like if you went through each one on the schedule, we could pretty much say identity for most of them, and the ones that don't have the identity are probably the ones that lost.
Facts.
100%. You know,
100%.
Another. Well, this is a duo, but Brock Bowers and Geno lighting it up on the Patriots.
Why did
connection
what's
is
his name
unstoppable.
retire? That receiver, who's a baller. He was
Cooper.
Cooper. Why did Cooper retire?
I don't know.
Because they had a
said he doesn't
squad,
got
bro.
it. He said he don't got it no more. He said he don't got it.
Last
no more.
year, it looked like he got it.
You saw him in the interview. He was all
He
bulky
said he
in
don't
the
got
podium. I'm like, bro, you look like a bodybuilder right now. You look like you could play.
He said he don't got it, man.
Come on.
Bro, that offense would be nuts
It would
with
be
him,
nice.
bro.
Geno's looking good.
Yeah, Geno looks good. He's a good looking quarterback.
Yeah.
He's got his coach.
Yeah.
Brock got hands.
Good defense.
He's got a running
Brock.
back now. He's got Brock.
Yeah, running back.
And
Ashton
Jacoby Meyers is nice, bro.
Yeah.
Freaking Thornton is nice.
They might trade Jacoby Meyers though.
What?
He wants out. He doesn't
What?
wanna be there. He doesn't want to be there.
What's wrong
He
with
wants
this
to get
guy,
paid.
bro?
I think he wants a little more.
Well, I mean, he deserves it. He gets 1,000 yards every year for the past couple of years.
He's always open.
Yeah. You know, but
Always open.
listen, we'll take you, Jacoby. Where you at? Jacoby?
Yeah, Jacoby.
Want to come to Atlanta, man? Mooney's out. London's hurt.
I like that.
I'll take Jacoby.
That would good. That would be good.
For what? Like a 6-round pick, 7-round pick?
I think he might demand a little bit more,
Maybe a
but
little more, maybe 4 or 5.
yeah, 4,
Five.
you know, five
Five would be fair.
I'll do. But I'll even do a
Five is
player
fair.
exchange. Like,
Yeah, player.
you know,
Favorite player. Tank Bigsby got traded
I saw that.
from the Jags to the
The Eagles,
I didn't even think the Eagles needed another running back,
No.
but
they got a
got
good
a
one.
shifty one. He could be like what Kenneth Gainwell was for them.
Mm.
I think that Tank could do that, fill that role, like kind of catch passes out of the backfield, take a couple carries. They had A.J. Dillon. He could be like a extra horse.
Yeah.
And then you have Tank Bigsby as like your extra like.
Speaking of
shifty
the Eagles,
guy.
A.J. Brown wasn't really used.
I know.
They
bro.
really do. A lot of the receivers didn't get. I saw Tyler
Yeah.
Lockett. He didn't get a lot
no
of
targets.
Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
Like there was a lot of guys out there that were big name. Thielen didn't really get
Thielen,
used
yeah.
too much.
The top receivers, bro. This is names that you don't typically. It was Zay Flowers, Puka, of course, Jackson
Yeah,
and
Puka.
Jigba.
Puka, that's what I'm always keeping my eye on.
Yeah,
Puka.
Keon Coleman. Like
Yeah,
Keon
a
Coleman,
breakout game for Coleman.
Flowers, and Jigba, Coleman,
And
Ricky
Jigba.
Pearsall was number 6. It's like, all right, like you know what I'm saying?
Jigba,
Like,
Smith and Jigba ball.
but that's that whole thing. I feel like it's still week 1. They're working some of this stuff out. Some of these guys weren't.
It's early. What
Yeah,
September?
you know.
All September. Don't look for premium football.
Right.
Exactly.
About October, week 3, week 4.
We should know.
October, we'll start seeing some premium
We should really know.
football. A name you just mentioned, Jackson Smith and Jigba,
Yeah.
brings me to my next point. Over the weekend, I saw a lot of people making comparisons. There's a big conversation it's been going on for a couple of years, I think now, of who's the real wide receiver you in today's day and age, 2025. Is it the LSU Tigers that put names like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, even Kayshon Boutte, who had a pretty good game for the Patriots
Brian
this
Thomas.
Ryan Thomas.
Brian
Jr.
Thomas Jr., another one. And then you have, on the other side, Ohio State, who has names like Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jackson Smith and Jigba, and now adding to that bunch, Emeka Egbuka.
I say, stop the cap.
But who do you think? Who are you?
LSU, bro, because you can go even deeper with that with LSU and get.
No, let's just go for the five that we mentioned from each side, the active ones right here, right now. We're not talking all time, because all time some people would say, oh, they'll bring up different. But for right now, for what the product is in the NFL, the players that are in the top. I mean, Jefferson, Chase, and Neighbors, you could argue, are all three. 2 of them are definitely top 5 receivers.
Yeah.
2 of them are top 3 receivers.
Yeah.
People are saying Malik Neighbors is a top 5, top 10 receiver. I would say that the Ohio State guys have been a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
The last couple of years, Olave was hurt. Garrett Wilson has bad quarterback play. Marvin Harrison Jr., he was just starting out last year. Smith and Jigba, same thing.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not taking the excuse of bad quarterback play because some of these Jefferson before Kirk Cousins was still there. He was
Mike Evans.
balling. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean, Mike Evans?
Mike Evans was balling without quarterback.
Oh yeah.
These guys.
I'm just
A lot
saying,
of
like
these
a lot of these guys.
If you're a dog, you're a dog.
I'm
You're
gonna
a
put
dog,
it,
you're
yeah,
a
if you're exactly, and that's what I say.
You help a quarterback be better.
Exactly.
You're a real
blanket.
receiver.
I'm a blanket these statements or this statement by saying like the OSU guys, speed guys, skill guys, they look good. They just look like high end. All look like high end number
They're
2s.
tiny, though.
Where the LSU guys are like absolute dogs. Like they
Number 1.
attack the ball. Like and they want the ball. They're not like, and when they don't get the ball, they say, "Give me that."
Here's the
Are
thing.
they a little bit divas though? More
I
so
would
at
say,
LSU?
yeah, I would say so.
In
But Odell was there.
Outside the whistle,
you know.
yes. Outside the whistle, yes. Inside the whistle, he's saying, you could tell they came from a super competitive environment
Yep.
to where practices were competitive.
Yeah.
Where at Ohio State, they were probably competitive, but as far as like, in like socially between the players, I need to perform, and to the coaches, I need to perform. It's not like
Yeah,
LSU.
and you could tell Ohio State was like, and Jig was probably like, Garrett Wilson's ahead of me. Okay, like that's cool. Like, and then I'll get my turn. And LSU was like, I'm not waiting for no turns.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it right now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Feels gonna
the
dictate.
best man's going to play
Absolutely.
in those situations.
You got to go by 1,000-yard guys, and that's why LSU got it.
Yeah.
Let's see this year and next
In the
year
NFL.
In the
1,000 yards
NFL,
is right.
Yeah.
where they are, because like, bro, like 4 guys got 1,000 yards out of LSU in the past few years.
Yeah.
And then before that, you got your Odells, you got your
Jarvis
Landry's.
Yeah.
I mean, LSU got it, bro.
And who was the third guy on that squad? He was good too. I thought had a couple good years. I can't remember. Was it Mike? No, Mike Thomas was
Mike Thomas was
OSU.
OSU.
Yeah, but there was someone else there. I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, you can go back.
You guys let us know in the comments who you think.
Yeah.
Is it LSU or is it OSU, Ohio State University? Who's the true wide receiver? You let us know. Yeah, so this week we got an Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl rematch coming up. It'll be interesting to see where both those teams are early on in the season, especially the Chiefs. Chiefs, again, I think, and now they just took a first loss of the season. Again, I think they're flying under the radar.
Did you see that Pat Mahomes play on the sideline where he's running to the sideline and the DB is going to meet him like a sideline drill?
Oh yeah, he trucked
The
him.
DB pulls up a little bit to just kind of tap him.
Yeah.
And Mahomes gives him a shoulder.
He does
and runs
that.
him over.
He
And then
does
started
that.
talking shit afterwards
He
too.
does that a lot, though. I heard.
Personally, I think from here on out, you're going to see Pat Mahomes get
lit.
smacked.
Yeah.
Bro. He's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
you're gonna
getting
see the flags.
smacked.
You're gonna see the flags. Then he's trying to bait, bro.
No,
He's
he
doing
does
that
that, though.
best guy. He's
I've
trying to
seen him do
bait.
that.
He's done that like 4 or 5
Yeah,
times.
I've
where
seen
he's trying
quarterbacks
to
do
bait.
that
He does it
He
often.
flops. He flops.
Yeah,
But
I've
even
seen
though the
quarterbacks do that.
Even though the Chiefs lost, though, they still look good, though. Like I can't say they look bad.
But they lost to the Chargers.
Kelsey,
That's not a team they should
how
beat.
does Kelsey look as good as he does, and he's
Looks
just
so bad at the same
physically,
time.
looks so bad at the same time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel you. I feel you. But listen.
He's one of those guys. I'm not gonna say Hall of Famer. That's cliche, but he's one of those guys that like, as long as he's on the field, like he's a different. He can be a difference maker for you. Like he may not have the craziest games at this point in his career, but having him on the field, you gotta respect him.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You got to.
But you could tell during that game that every play, Patrick Mahomes was waking up more and more and more and more. And like again, they're flying under the radar.
It's early.
You know, it's still early, but they're the Chiefs, and that's Patrick Mahomes out there, and that's Andy Reid out there, and that's what I'm saying, like
Spags on the
that's
defense.
Spags on the defense.
Right.
Like they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way.
We also got the Cowboys and the Giants. Giants going down to Jerry World, take on their arch rivals.
I'm calling the Giants win, bro.
I'm hoping. Remember, there was a time when the Giants
by
went.
Dallas game 2.
There was a time when the Giants went to Dallas, and it was almost like you could definitely chalk it up.
Yeah.
Like since they opened that stadium, I think the Giants won more games in that stadium to start out than the Cowboys did.
Tony didn't give us a problem, Tony Romo, but it was more like Marion Barber would give us a problem.
Yeah.
Or like these
Yeah,
guys who were
Thomas
like
Jones.
good, Thomas Jones, who were good, but against the Giants they would just ball, bro.
Yeah, Julius, what's his name? It's something Julius. What was that running back?
Julius Jones.
Julius Jones.
Julius Jones.
Yeah,
I think
Julius
you were right.
Thomas Jones. Julius Jones. Julius Jones used to give you guys trouble too.
Yeah.
With McFadden, that was like when McFadden.
McFadden.
Yeah,
But
bro.
McFadden was one of those guys 3 years and out.
A
but
blip,
like,
and he was balling.
but it was a great blip. It was like it was like watching like Derek. What we thought we wanted him to become
Yes.
Derrick Henry, but
Oh,
he
yeah,
never
yeah,
did.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He
But-
was injury prone.
Exactly.
A little bit more like skinny than Derrick Henry. But
Yeah.
remember, in the beginning, people didn't think Derrick Henry was going to become Derrick Henry either. They
No.
thought he was big, too big.
like Brandon Jacobs. He's
Yeah,
a number
they thought
2.
He was never going to be
He's a
like,
number 2, and that's it.
when he started out, I forget who he was backing up, but he was backing up somebody else, DeMarco Murray,
Mhm.
Oh
when he
shit!
started out. So
Damn.
I don't think they thought Derrick Henry
Where
was
did he go first?
DeMarco Murray?
No,
Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And then
King
DeMarco
Henry.
Murray, you're right.
DeMarco Murray, another
Right
guy
after
from the
CJ2K,
Cowboys.
right
Yeah,
after CJ2K.
Yep.
But DeMarco Murray did not have a good season with Tennessee.
No,
Though.
he did 1 year.
I think he had the 1 year
1
that
year he did.
it was over with.
And then the next year, I think he got hurt, and then
Yeah.
that's when Derrick Henry took over.
But I'm going Cowboys, yo. I don't know. They just look a lot better. Dak is still
The
good.
Cowboys definitely look a lot better,
You know,
but
Dak is better than Russell at this point. in
we'll
their
see
careers.
if the Giants are a fluke. If that last week was a fluke, or if there's just the
Win away.
same old Giants.
Win away. Gotta win away.
A big game I'm looking at. Packers Commanders. That should be a good game. Two good defenses, two good offenses, two young quarterbacks trying to make names for themselves. That should be.
Is Love a young
That's
quarterback?
Thursday night.
I don't think we can say that. He's like Trevor Lawrence.
5 years in the league.
Yeah,
How many years has he been starting?
I think 5 years, right?
Bro, he's been.
This is his 5th year.
Yeah, I don't think we can call him young anymore, bro. Just like Trevor Lawrence.
He's the middle of the road. I would say.
What I'll say with him is like I saw people saying like, oh, like
this is his
5th year, right?
This is only his 3rd year starting.
Still,
okay, but 5th year in the league,
Year
though, right?
3.
Yeah.
Year 3
Fifth
starting.
year in the league total. Yeah.
Year 3 starting. Got it. Got a 5th year in the league.
I saw a lot of good things. I just didn't see a lot of passes being completed. But I saw a lot of good, like everything else, like where he was looking was great. Like I saw, like, you know, I just
It's
like
a little Caleb Williams-esque where you're like
Nah,
he's
bro.
missing something.
Man, he
bro.
didn't have
Williams-
missing
He
something.
didn't have to do too much to win
missing.
that game.
you
though.
just triggered me, bro. Caleb Williams, bro, is like
He does too
the most
much.
frustrating.
He
Exactly,
does
the
too
most
much.
frustrating person to watch play football in the entire world.
Was it the uniform?
I think once him and
the way
Ben.
he was sagging off his like.
That was
Yeah, I
embarrassing.
didn't like
Yo,
the
that's
t-shirt.
That's Pop Warner shit. That's
but
Pop Warner practice shit.
When-
Pop Warner practice.
like,
when
what are you
he-
doing?
Practice.
when he and Ben Johnson get on the same page, they could be
You
deadly.
could tell that the offense was like you could
Guys
tell
were open.
Yo, they were open.
Guys
They
were
have,
fucking
they have playmakers.
Sailing, bro. Sailing. And what do you do? Like, what's with the like always with the feet? Always with the feet like this.
He's
bro.
trying to be like Peyton Manning, like with that footwork.
Well,
He's
he
just
doesn't
not.
have to
Yeah.
be, but I do see resemblances of Peyton Manning in the way he throws the ball. But
No,
it's like
get outta here.
he doesn't. I do, because Peyton Manning used to wear that jersey, so it was like
Bro,
I saw the the little baggy jersey. I was like,
But
oh,
not a
that's-
gray
There's
fucking.
no.
Come on, gray?
No.
A gray T-shirt.
Planet where
Bro.
they throw the ball.
Caleb Williams
Totally the same.
is the definition of unhinged. If you look it up in the dictionary in Webster's, it's unhinged, bro. That arm, like he just throws it into the freaking rafters every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
He's constantly running to the sidelines trying to be like whatever he's trying to do. And if I was DJ Moore in the locker room, I'll go up to him
He's
and be like,
trying to be
"Stop the
Patrick
bullshit."
Mahomes. He's
Yeah.
trying to make
Yeah.
these. We talked about this on the phone. He's trying to make these backyard football plays. But Patrick Mahomes is just naturally doing that. He's
Out of
not forcing
necessity.
it. He's
You said
he's
doing like
trying
a
to make-
baseball player. He's
Yeah.
playing it like a baseball player.
Pat plays like a baseball player. Caleb is just playing like, oh, I have to make a
I have
diving
to spin
throw.
out of here. I have
Yeah,
to
you
throw
don't have to do all
sidearm.
that.
I have to. Yeah, you're
So frustrating.
Don't
They
gotta
could have
do all
won
of
that
that.
game. But Ben Johnson's offense, you could tell, bro. That thing
Clicking.
was like, even if you got DeAndre Swift looking good, like
Yeah.
that's how you know
Swift's
the
good.
offense.
I like Swift.
I like Swift too.
I think
But-
he's underrated.
He's very
I
underrated.
don't think he's
but
a number one on like probably 20 NFL teams.
bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
There's
Like he's
a lot
not
of backs better than him, but
Yeah.
he's still a good NFL back.
In the
Yeah,
right
yeah.
He can
system,
do everything you need him to do.
He can do
Yeah,
everything.
all three downs.
he could do everything. And in the right system, we saw him with the Eagles in the right system. He does good, but then you see him in the wrong system too. He does bad. So it's like if you put him in the right spot, he's good.
I mean, the
But
Bears play the Lions this week, so
That's gonna be a great one.
that should be, and they're both 0-1. They're
That's the
rivals.
heart.
That
That's
should
the
be.
heart.
I expect the Lions to wake up for that one. though.
Absolutely, bro.
Dan Campbell's gonna be fucking lighting their asses up,
Say
bro.
You guys want to win this game?
They got the juice, bro. Lions got the juice no matter what.
do.
Another revenge type game I'm looking at. Steelers are hosting the Seattle Seahawks. DK Metcalf gets to go up against his former team. That should be interesting.
Yeah.
DK had a nice little game. Provided what he provides.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see how that duo, him and Rodgers, works out. Rodgers gonna feed him.
Oh, absolutely.
Rodgers gonna feed him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that should be a good matchup there. Jets and the Bills. Who cares about the
Low key, I feel like the Jets about to get creamed by the Bills.
They should, but I'm sure they're rallying to play this week. Is home
Yeah.
again. But the Bills got to light them up.
Yeah, light them up.
Light them up.
A game that I'm gonna be watching on the low is Tampa Bay versus Houston. Houston and Tampa
That
Bay.
should be good. That's Monday night.
Because you guys know I love C.J. Stroud, so I want to see because he did not look good. He didn't look
They
that
did
good.
not look good.
So I
Tampa
kind of
Bay's
want
a
to
good
see.
defense.
And Tampa Bay's a good
Yeah. They did
defense,
not look
so I
good.
want to see what they look like.
Yeah.
I don't even know what their coaching situation is over there, like offense coordinator and stuff like that. But like, I kind of want to see what they're doing because I don't know how you can have such a drop off from being like essentially rookie of the year to
There are a lot of good defenses, like defensive coordinators, defensive schemes
A lot of
now.
head coaches are back in coordinator.
That's
positions.
true. That's very
You
true.
could tell. Like
Yeah.
offensive, we're struggling.
And that elevates, I think, the level of coaching.
100%.
Yeah,
That elevates the level of coaching.
absolutely.
Brock Purdy's out this week. Mac Jones might get the start. I'm pretty sure he's going to get the start. So that should be interesting to
Mac
see if
Jones.
old McCorkle, if old my boy
What happened to
McCorkle
what
Jones,
happened to the $400 million man?
he got banged up, shoulder injury, I think they said.
Oh no.
He might be out for a couple weeks. But they
Damn,
got
all
Mac
that
Jones. That's
money.
why they brought Mac Jones in.
All that money for the last pick in the draft.
Mr. Irrelevant. Hey,
bro, I'm sorry. If
don't
they
hate the
evaluate
player, hate the game.
If they evaluate the shit out of everybody and they say, "Yo, you're the last pick," I'm sorry. There's something to that. Like, yeah, start him.
He earned that money though.
Hold on. Start him. Pay him, but don't max him out like that, bro. You can't.
That's
max
the name
him
of the,
out.
well, you can't afford to lose him because if you have a guy who can execute and do everything you need, would you rather?
Let's see how available he is.
If Mac Jones plays well,
yeah, that's just the system. It proves that
it's like
system.
Cam was available. That's why you pay Cam.
My whole thing is with the Shanahan system. I feel like it's plug and play with almost every position. Almost every position.
Took him to the
it's a successful.
bowl.
It's a successful system.
Yes.
So, and I think that they were giving this kid a lot of credit for executing this system at a high level, but I think a good quarterback with some time could get in there and execute it too. Most of it is just handing the fucking ball.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, shouts to Brock. Yo, I hope you get better. And Mac, we'll see what you do, brother.
Sure. McCorkle. Shout out to McCorkle. Let's jump into some fantasy stuff. I was thinking about some waiver wire targets. One I had in all my leagues was Hollywood Brown. I was able to grab him in most of them. So we'll see what happens. I know Xavier Worthy's going to be out for a couple of weeks, they said.
Yeah, not as bad as we initially thought.
Yeah, so with Rice still out for 3 more games, Hollywood Brown is the guy up.
I always loved Hollywood since college, bro.
Always.
Since college.
I always thought he got a bad rap. Now he's starting to move around the league a little bit
for no reason, but
yeah.
I thought Baltimore needed him. They basically got a little mini clone of him and Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
I thought he would work out with Kyler, his boy. But you know what? Let's see what happens here with my homie.
Yeah.
Another guy I saw was Quentin Johnson. I did pick him up in one league. I tried to stay away from him because you never know Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
But
he's also got a lot of targets out there. So.
He'll get but you know what? He dropped a lot of balls the last 2 years. Yeah. So it's like if that's done, if he's over with that, he's dangerous. So it's a kind of wait and see with him
too.
But I definitely did pick him up in one or two leagues. But
yeah,
he's a guy to keep an eye on. And rookie Dylan Sampson.
Oh yeah,
got a lot of catches. That's what accounted for a lot of his PPR points this week.
And if you're watching the game, he just looked better.
Yeah, he looked. I thought he was good in college at Tennessee. So I'm excited to see him.
Yeah,
he definitely adds a little more playmaking ability out of the backfield than Jerome Ford. He definitely got more touches than Jerome.
Yeah.
But be careful because they still may split some time going forward.
Yeah.
Another one I saw in a lot of leagues was Juwan Johnson. I think a lot of people stayed away from a lot of Saints players because the quarterback situation. But I think Juwan Johnson, the way they use the quarterback down in New Orleans, the tight end down in New Orleans, especially Kellen Moore, what he's done in his past, I think could be valuable.
I didn't think Rattler even looked that bad either.
He did not look bad.
He didn't look horrible.
He's a bad quarterback, but with Kellen Moore,
yeah,
he could be manageable.
And I was saying to CNB the other night, like, Kellen Moore, I bet he's a guy he probably believes, like, I can coach this kid up.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can coach this kid up. Like,
Rattler's a backup, like you said. He's a good backup.
Yeah. I think he was brought in this league to be a backup.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's getting his chance here. Good for him.
Hey, run with it, bro.
Yeah, hope
get some contracts out of this year.
Absolutely.
Hope it works out for the kid.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And one more I had was I saw Zach Ertz floating around a couple leagues. I think he's just been an integral piece for that Washington offense. I think when you have a young quarterback coming into your second year, if you need a safety blanket, a tight end like Zach Ertz, it's a good safety blanket.
He's like a Kelsey. Like,
I expect him to catch a lot of balls this year. So if he's floating around in your leagues, maybe pick him up on the waiver wire.
Yeah. That's a good list. I got a couple to add, but I definitely want to say to fantasy. Shouts to Tyler Warren, bro.
Tyler Warren for sure.
You the dog, for real.
He set a record. Him and Harold Fannin. Harold Fannin was another guy. Yep. I think I mentioned him on the pod before.
Yep.
But no one talked about Harold Fannin all summer. They didn't mention him. No one said anything bad about him, but no one had mentioned him. And he jumps in and he's impactful to the Browns offense. So him and Tyler Warren both set a record for 7 catches, most by rookies. Tight ends in their first week.
Yeah, I love that. He looks good.
Yeah, bro.
He looks good.
Yeah, bro. I love that. I mean, you can't wear 44 and not show out.
On the other side.
Like, you're saying fantasy.
He just looks like a football player.
Yeah, bro. He's solid, bro. He looks like a creative player.
Did he go to Grambling or something?
Yeah, some small school. But he looks prototypically like your tight end.
And backing up Njoku.
Yeah, bro, that's dangerous.
Yeah, you can come off, be a playmaker.
Even both of them on the field would be crazy.
Yeah,
Flacco's gonna find him.
Yeah, and Flacco, you know what? They didn't do bad.
Yeah, they didn't look bad.
Their defense is good. I'm a little worried about I thought the Bengals were going to start out hot. I know that's a rivalry game that they always play each other tough.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we got the true Bengals, but the Browns are going to fuck up a lot of people's seasons.
Especially when
Burrow was getting cracked. Did you watch that game?
Yeah.
Burrow was getting cracked.
You saw when Garrett came around there?
I'm scared, bro.
He cracked.
They said he hasn't sacked anyone more than he sacked Joe Burrow, I think they said.
Yeah, they know each other very well.
Bro, it's nuts, like, intimately.
Yeah.
Someone I really like, too, and I don't know if he's on a lot of teams or not, is Hopkins, bro. Like,
yeah, I saw him floating around.
He caught that touchdown with the one hand, and maybe I'm nostalgic. But I think on a team like the Ravens, where people might forget about him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's got an opportunity to be like maybe a touchdown machine.
You got a run game. You got a running quarterback. Exactly. You got Zay Flowers. You got Mark Andrews.
Exactly. So he doesn't have to be a star. Not a lot of pressure on him. He just got to catch the ones that come to him. And there's one thing we know about Hopkins.
He'll catch that damn ball.
No
CD. No CD. No CD. He'll catch the ball.
Absolutely.
That is facts.
That's absolute. So check him out as well. Any running backs out there though? I didn't like.
No, Dylan Sampson was my main running back that I didn't see. I think a lot of people's main fantasy point is to pick up all the running backs they can pick up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's never really too many good running backs. You're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Starts to get which one of these ones that are out there on the waiver wire start to pick up some stats.
Rookies are gonna get more touches. As
as of right now, I would say the only one I saw was Dylan Sampson. That was like really worth jumping after.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you said all the guys that I was thinking of. I mean, there's a bunch of wide receivers. Here's the thing, like
Geno also. I don't know if I mentioned Geno, but Geno I saw a lot of leagues.
Not a bad quarterback to have.
Yeah, there's some good quarterbacks.
As a backup quarterback.
You got Pete Carroll as the coach. That offense is going to be.
He's going to feed Bowers too. I got Bowers on most of my teams.
Yeah.
Bowers and McBride on one team.
I'm looking at some of the rushing to see if there's anybody, but I mean, pretty much probably everyone that's going to be on this list is already in probably everyone's
for sure
here rushing wise, except for maybe Giddens.
I like the Buccaneers running back. What's his name? Irving.
Yeah, but he's on.
I have Rashad
he was great last year.
Rashad White might be out there waiver wire for a couple. He may get some more touches later on in the season.
Yeah, and shouts to my boy James Conner.
Yeah.
I feel like you're one of the most underrated running backs for the past 5 years, bro. So shouts to you, bro.
Yeah, and you beat cancer too.
Yeah, and you beat cancer for.
This guy. Let's jump into some college football. Our Rutgers Scarlet Knights are once again 2-0.
Yeah, right.
On the banks of the old Raritan, they got Michael Vick in Norfolk State coming in this week.
Hey.
First thing is, even if we don't go to the game, like, I kind of want to be there this weekend, just so I'm trying to be wherever Michael Vick is at, like, low key. Like, that's my dog.
Isn't Deshaun Jackson coaching there too?
No, he's Del State.
Del State.
Yeah, they just got their first win too. So
you should show Michael Vick around New Brunswick.
That's what I'm saying.
Not a bad idea.
Bro, if you need a couple spots to go, I got you. We can hit up Clyde's, you know what I'm saying? Get a couple drinks, get some good food. We can have a good time. But Michael Vick just got his first win against Virginia State. I saw that game. He did something. Yeah, good for him.
Big test against Rutgers, though.
Big test against Rutgers. Yeah. I'm going to let you know right now.
I'm anxious to see it, though.
I'm going to let you know right now.
I already know they're going to dog
I love Mike, but they're about to get dogged, bro.
But here's the thing. Rutgers let go of players like that linebacker Torre.
Yeah.
Who has the brother who's the receiver.
Yeah.
He balled where, I forget what school he went to.
Yeah, but he's playing at a top, he's playing at like a top school.
Balled there.
Yeah.
Starts and balled. So I was like, Rutgers has players now.
Yeah.
Now they're getting studs.
Now they have.
Listen.
Seattle always got guys.
Listen.
He has football players.
Yeah, he has football players.
Here's my take. When they played Miami, the game should never, or Miami, Ohio, they won 45-17. So remember when I was like, the first team they played, University of Miami, I was like,
University of Ohio.
University of Ohio should never been that close.
Yeah.
They kind of shut me up a little bit on this one because they decided to keep the foot on the neck this time around, and they did not take it off. They said, we're going to beat down Miami, Ohio.
You have to beat down the teams you can beat down.
Exactly.
Because you're going to have to face the Big Ten team.
Exactly. So they did that. Caleb McManus, 259, 4 touchdowns. They threw to my guy, Ian Strong. Strong is, like, he's starting to look like something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is he draftable?
Absolutely.
What's his 40?
I don't want to say absolutely.
I don't know if he's draftable,
right.
But he can play in the league.
His 40 is going to dictate it. If he's a 4.6 guy, which he could be.
He can play in the league. I don't know if he's going to be drafted.
He could be a 4.6 guy.
He doesn't look that fast, but he runs all the routes. But he runs drags, ins. He runs all the routes. He runs the whole route tree. And he catches the football. That's good to see. And they're getting it to him.
And their running game.
And the running backs.
Running game, yeah, for sure.
And the running backs, bro.
Raymond.
And the running backs. And Shiano said in the press conference, he said, I don't have a number one. He said, I need to see one of them. He said, I need to see one of them go off. you know, and like none of them have gone off yet. Like Raymond went 80, 82. He looks good. He looks the part. But you know,
I like
Campbell,
Brown.
Yeah. Who? Brown?
Brown?
Campbell. You mean Campbell?
Well, Campbell looks good.
Yeah.
And then what's the one that starts with a G? What are the running backs? It's Raymond
And Benjamin.
Benjamin. Bro,
Benjamin's
Benjamin's a
Benjamin.
baller. Benjamin's a baller.
but he's not gonna see the field that much. Not with those
that
two guys.
transfer. Yeah, that transfer.
Yeah,
I mean, they should be using all of them, really.
they should. But
And that receiver too, the transfer.
yeah, Sheffield. Yeah, I mean he did okay. He had 5 catches, but like Strong is definitely the guy. He's looking to be the guy. Callie McManus, you've been telling me for the past couple of years now to be patient with this guy, and it's looking like he's starting to like. I mean, granted, he's playing mid majors. He's starting to look good, and on defense, they still have some struggles. These guys cannot tackle. I'll tell you that right now. Like they're having an issue, and I know like they're like, oh, they only missed 8 tackles. They're like they missed 8 important ones because the fact of the matter is they can't tackle Kaj. You got to do better at tackling. I'm sorry to say, but Bradley Weaver, keep balling, dog. Like I love myself a 94, bro. nice big DM. He's great. Yeah,
they got those big white boys now.
Yeah, bro, they got him. Jordan Walker, that linebacker. Yeah, like,
Seriously, bro.
Facts,
They got those 2 big white boys.
They got them 2 boys out there, boy. 94.
And they make plays.
They make, bro. They make plays and they hunt, bro. They don't stop.
And they get everybody going. When they make a play, they get riled.
Yo, I see 94 chase the one guy down 10 yards out the
But
field.
they haven't played anybody yet.
You're right.
That's true.
You're right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. And that was
a tough
But
skin.
I want to see them dominating while they're
while they
they're
can.
playing the people they can dominate. I want to see them dominate.
And that's my next point, Mal, is they haven't played anybody yet. And from what I'm seeing, if they play like they did against Miami, Ohio, and University of Ohio, they're going to get washed because they looked a little slow. They couldn't tackle, and I don't think they have enough firepower to be in a gunfight. So they would just get washed. So now against Norfolk State, another team that's not going to be that good, run it up.
Yeah,
62. Put up 62.
At least not that good compared to them.
Like, I don't know if they will because of the respect of Michael Vick. They might not try to embarrass him like that.
I don't think it has anything to do with that.
But you gotta
just.
Yeah, Shiano's going to coach.
Yeah.
Shiano's going to coach.
You gotta run it
I
up.
don't care about that.
Yeah, Shiano's going to fuck.
Yeah, I hope he
I
does
care about
because you
that.
gotta run it up. And when I was watching the Norfolk State Virginia State game, Michael Vick did something very interesting that another college football coach, Coach Prime, did, which was went to his 3rd string quarterback, and by the time it was the second half, and in both instances,
I feel like
the 3rd guy played better.
What Coach Prime was doing was he said before the game that he was going to use multiple quarterbacks in that Delaware State game or Delaware game. So I think that wasn't the surprise. The surprise is that this week him saying that Ryan Staub's going to start and be the starter moving forward, at least until he makes another decision. That I think is.
Why is that the surprise, though?
Because they had a transfer come in who started the
And
first
already
2
had
games,
a
and they have a 5-star in Juju Lewis. So
Right. But if you look at that game and you were to compare all 3 of the quarterbacks, who played the best?
I mean,
Stop, bro.
yeah, he
Yeah,
played the
Staub.
best statistics, but they all weren't bad. Like
They weren't bad.
No, they weren't
Yeah,
bad,
they all
but
weren't
but
bad.
Staub looked like he had control over what was going on.
been
Where
there
the
2
other
years.
guys looked like they were running around, like they didn't really. And the other kid's like 18 years old, 17 years old.
he's a kid,
Like he's a little kid, bro.
but he's 5-star.
I
Yeah.
get it, but you
You
could
gotta
tell
get
he
them
was
out there at some point.
You could tell
It's
he
like,
was.
it's like
they're leaving.
I am a lava. I'm a lava.
I'm a
Yeah.
leaver.
I'm a leaver. I was watching that
He's a leaver.
UNLV
You be leaving.
UCLA game. I mean UNLV game.
Yeah.
UCLA.
Yeah.
Bro, that game was a dogfight. UNLV's players,
Yeah.
after every tackle, are talking shit to you.
Yeah.
Talking shit every
Yeah,
play. hitting
UNLV 's a
hard.
tough
UNLV's
team.
a tough team. But they had a little comeback. Bro, that kid showed why he's a top guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He showed it.
But you that guy's what?
gotta show
he's
it.
His third year now, 2 year, second
Two,
year?
second.
year.
Second.
Yeah. So it takes some time. Caden. I mean, I'm pulling for you, but watch your guy number 4. What's his name? Staub.
Ryan Staub.
Just while you're on the sidelines, watch him, bro. Watch how he's poised. He's in control. He's throwing it on time. You know what I'm saying? He's not like I get it. He might not be that athletic, so he can't rely on the legs as much. But
When you
Just
got Hall of
watch it.
Fame eyes on you in practice,
lot of
and they're tapping you, saying, "You know what? Go in there and play."
Yeah.
and you can play.
yeah, that's
you
true.
can play.
That's true.
For sure.
And Prime does not hold favorites, so we know that.
Exactly. And Vic probably doesn't either.
What do you
Vic
think
probably
about
doesn't either.
the kid at Michigan, Underwood?
He's huge. He has a big arm, but he's shaky.
Little fat flashes in the pan.
He'll miss wide open throws.
Yeah, I see he has the zip. He can run.
He gets mad at his receivers.
Like he has the ability to be a good quarterback.
He does, but you could tell
he's not there yet.
Control his emotions a little bit. Be more poised, like Lamar Jackson kind of poised. That's a poised quarterback.
In a year or two, he's gonna be nasty.
Yeah,
100%. He has the tools. Yeah. And they're gonna recruit like crazy. You already know. So he's gonna have weapons. His running back is nasty.
I mean, he still has
weapons. They didn't play bad
now.
though. They didn't play bad against
No, but Oklahoma, bro.
Oklahoma could ball. That
quarterback looks good too.
They may make a run.
They could. They
may make a run.
That quarterback, bro.
Big college games looking forward to this week. Miami and South Florida. South Florida just upset Florida last week. That was kind of big. Huge. Wasn't too many upsets. I think Baylor and Florida were the two big upsets of the top 25
Miami
teams.
beat Notre Dame that week 1, right? That was a huge one. That was a huge one.
Mm-hmm.
That was huge. So let's see how Beck continues this run.
Can he take them on a run?
He's 25, 26 years old. He better play good against these.
Bro, think about that.
Sometimes that don't matter though.
I feel you, but dang, you know what I'm saying?
You're right. I agree.
Come on, man. If you can't get it done at this point, like, when are you gonna get it done?
Brandon Whedon style.
Yeah, Brandon Whedon style.
Bro, you're 28 playing against a bunch of 20-year-olds, bro.
You better figure it out.
Come on.
So,
but that should be a good matchup.
what about your boy Belly though?
What about him?
Like, I mean, didn't he get his first win?
They played Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm just saying, He has
I'm not really I'm not having too much expectation for what he's doing there. I feel like he's just buying his time.
Weird.
Collecting a paycheck.
The
Patriots aren't allowed here because I'm not allowed on their campus, so why would they be allowed on my campus?
Yeah, he's kind of weird with that whole
thing. What the fuck is that?
And the team just doesn't look that good.
Florida, LSU.
They got a lot of 5-star recruits, though, UNC.
Yeah.
Guys are committing
every
week.
Guys want to play there.
Every week they're getting 5-star commits, changing their commitment.
So maybe he'll go 2 years then.
Yeah, they got an offensive lineman, a tight end.
2 years is probably
because the team right now looks like trash. That quarterback is.
But North Carolina probably knows that. They're like, hey, we got good PR.
That kid to come there, Gio.
Yeah.
But he just looks a little like Caleb Williams, like not Caleb Williams in college. Caleb Williams right now.
Yeah, right now.
Florida, LSU. That should be a good game, even though LSU just took a loss. I mean, Florida just took a loss. But that's kind of a big rivalry.
Yeah, rivalry.
Game. And then Georgia, I think Georgia and Tennessee play this weekend.
Ooh,
Georgia, Tennessee. That's a big game.
That's a big rivalry.
That should be a huge one. I'll definitely be front row center watching that one. Yeah. Any other college thoughts? Our boy Arch finally got going.
Yeah. Well, he did what he said he needed to do, 250 and a couple tutties.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're playing San Jose State. That's a good team for you to get. I mean, they kicked off the season against the best team they could.
Yeah.
He kicked off the season against the best team that he could.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Against Ohio State. So it's good to get that. I mean, a lot of those big teams, normally you get to start off against a weakling, and you kind of grind it out and get a good confidence win. So he had to get his confidence win in week 2. So it was good to see him get going. High hopes for him. We'll keep an eye on them. Do they play this week?
Do they?
I don't know.
Arch Manning.
I don't know, but he showed some.
He was like wincing on throws, and people were jumping on it, asking the coach, they were like, is something up with his shoulder or something? And they were like, he was like, what makes you say that? Well, there were some throws that looked like he was wincing, and he was like, look, we're managing him. He's fine. Get off the fucking.
If he's injured, they would tell you.
Yeah.
They play Texas El Paso this weekend.
Okay,
so that should be another confidence game for him. You guys want to hear an update on my NCAA college football saga?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please.
So can you remind us what just went down?
What just went down?
So I had got academically suspended last time we talked. I missed the national championship game, and I came back from my junior season, stayed at Tennessee, decided to compete for my starting job back, got my starting job back, led the team on a fantastical run, had the best season of my career, won the Heisman, won the Davey O'Brien, won every offensive quarterback award you could win, made it to the national championship. Guess who played in the national championship? My former backup turned rival.
No.
My former backup turned rival.
Where'd he play? Where'd he go?
Clemson. Led Clemson to the national championship. Outdueled them in the national championship.
I love it.
Won the national championship.
Love it.
Then decided to forego the NFL draft, come back for my senior year, develop, become the best quarterback I could possibly be, and then I just got drafted to the New Orleans Saints.
Hey, first round pick.
First round pick, number 9 overall.
Round of applause.
Yeah, round of applause.
So now I'm starting my NFL journey. So it's been definitely a complete. What did they say? 360
circle.
or 180? 180.
What would you say you've learned from this experience after getting suspended?
What I learned, also, I graduated early, got my degree and all that.
From academically suspended to
Yeah.
early
What I learned
graduation.
is you got to just do your work. You know, it sucks, but it's part of being a student athlete.
Do your homework.
Student first.
Do your homework.
Be a good teammate no matter what.
Don't skip studying for going out with
Don't go
Brianna.
out. Never go out when they call you on NCAA.
When
college
Jessica
football.
calls you to go out to a party.
Never go out to the parties. Don't go to the parties with your boys. Don't go to
Nothing.
any of that shit. Like
Nope.
if they say, "Hey, let's do a study project," do the study projects.
Yeah,
Just
bro.
study. Just study and do your best you can.
Yeah.
Go out there, do what your coaches ask of you, and you'll be successful.
Who's gonna be your number one guy on the Saints?
Chris Olave.
Chris Olave is gonna be
Yeah, so
your
you're gonna
guy.
be
You're
tossing
gonna
it to
turn him
the
into.
guy.
You're gonna turn him into the man.
You don't want to turn. You don't want to throw to.
I'm in preseason right now.
You don't want to throw to Shaheed.
Shahid too.
And then you got
and Brandon
Kamara.
Cooks.
And then
And
you got
Brandon Cooks
Kamara.
too.
Oh, I forgot.
And Juwan James. I have a team.
There's a little bit of team there.
Kamara.
I have a team. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kamara. I have a team.
I'm thinking a 5,000-yard passing season.
offensive line.
That's what I want to see. I want to see 5K.
5,000?
I want to see 5K.
Rookie year?
Rookie
I'm only
year,
at 70.
5K.
I'm only at 70.
And-
You're not even calling the plays yet, are you?
70.
I guess you
I
have
don't
to call
know.
the
I don't
plays.
know. I haven't started. I just got drafted.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in training camp. I do drills and everything.
You gotta
Wow.
win the starting
We're at
job,
4.3,
no?
40. you know?
Rattler has to be a 73.
4.3.
Yeah. They
72.
want me to be a runner. They want me to be like a power running quarterback.
You ran a 4.3.
I'm 6'6".
You're
Yeah,
6'6".
so I'm 6'6".
And you ran a
230.
4.3.
They ran 4.35. Yeah, it's crazy.
Cam
4.35.
Newton out here. That's disgusting.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how my guy's career progresses. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update.
Listen, shouts to him though, overcoming.
What's his name?
adversity.
Rizzo Allen.
Shouts to
Shout out to
Rizzo
Rizzo
Allen.
Allen.
Rizzo Allen.
Shout out to Rizzo.
Overcoming that adversity.
Yeah.
Biggest way to the league, getting that bag.
So in some other sports news, as you guys might have seen in the basketball world, we just had the Basketball Naismith Hall of Fame. Carmelo Anthony got inducted. Dwight Howard got inducted. The 2008 Olympic Redeem Team was also inducted, which means that Chris Paul and LeBron James now have Hall of Fame jackets before ending their careers. Did Chris resign somewhere? Did he resign with the Clippers, did I hear?
I didn't see that.
Where's Chris Paul at? I think he resigned somewhere. But LeBron, we know, is obviously still active. So it'll be interesting to see what works out. Yeah, I believe Chris Paul's back with the Clippers. Yes, sir. And LeBron, of course, is still making a run with the Lakers. So it's pretty cool to see those two still active and have Hall of Fame jackets. They'll obviously have had Hall of Fame careers, and we'll get additional jackets.
Hate it. Hate it.
Also, a few female players were also honored. Sue Bird, Sylvia Foles, and Maya Moore, legends.
I mean,
in
Maya
their own
Moore's a
right.
legend, bro.
Yeah. So it was good. I think Melo, definitely Hall of Fame career. Never got those championships, but definitely an impact player. Probably one of my favorite basketball players of all time
To watch.
Facts.
to watch. And just, I think skill-wise, it's not too many. I mean, he's top 5 as far as like scorer, pure scorer.
Phone booth, bro. Phone
Yeah,
booth.
just
Didn't
give
matter.
it to you any type of way.
Anyway. Anyway.
Triple threat nightmare.
Yep.
He had that Tracy McGrady
Yep.
long career, like a longer career than Tracy had.
Yeah.
Quality.
But he quit, but same type of thing. Tracy McGrady had great career, no championships.
Yeah.
Right? You know, that happens a lot. You know,
Carmelo looked better in his later years. Like he was still balling
look,
later in his
to me,
Transforming the game, his
Yeah,
game a little bit.
transforming his
if you were
game.
like pick a basketball player, like you need somebody who can play basketball, not the greatest athlete. Just give me the bet. Like I'll take him over LeBron. Take him over LeBron all day.
skill
That's
level,
that's a
skill
hot
level
take.
wise,
Just basketball, just
Yeah.
basketball, not athleticism.
not running the court.
LeBron, the thing that gives LeBron the edge is his athleticism.
Yeah, yeah,
Facts.
But take away the athleticism, Carmelo's superior.
all day,
I'll take
Facts.
Carmelo.
all day.
Prime Carmelo.
Yo, shouts to Melo.
Dangerous.
Yo, when I saw you on 34th, bro, shout out to you for giving me that dap, bro. At a moment.
Shout out to Dwight too, though.
Yeah, Dwight.
Those Magic years.
I always loved Dwight.
Those Magic teams.
And I'm so happy he got to redeem himself with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Because he left a bad taste in our mouth. Pause.
Yep.
After the first time he had came through and Kobe just ran him out of town.
Yep.
And it was nice for him to come back
And get a chip.
and get a chip with us. I love that.
Yeah, I love
Love
Dwight.
that for Dwight.
And Dwight is core college memories for me. We used to play in Madden in NBA 2K9.
Unstoppable.
He was unstoppable. We used to play this game called Shots for Dwight, where essentially you had to take a shot of alcohol every time Dwight Howard made a basket. and it was nuts because he's pretty
He's
much
scoring like 50 a night.
Yeah, it was nuts. Or it wasn't every time he made a basket. I think it was like every time he missed a basket or something like that because he would score every single time. So shout out to Dwight, bro. Core
Where do you
memories.
rank Dwight? Like
In centers?
in bigs, yeah.
Top
Oh,
3.
bigs?
Yeah, in bigs. Top 5 for sure. I don't know about 3. 3's crazy. Who's you? Are you Kareem, Shaq,
In their
and
primes.
and Dwight?
In their
Is
primes.
that your 3? Kareem, Shaq, and Dwight?
Yeah,
I don't see how it could be.
Careers or in their primes? Like, are we taking their whole career into
That's
account?
true. That's
Or
true.
are we taking just their prime? Because I
Make a
think
case for either one.
Dwight's career long term, I think later in his career he was way less
Fell off,
dangerous.
yeah.
Because in his prime, he didn't accomplish anything.
But in his prime,
No.
he
when he
was
was a
so
role player, he
dangerous,
was-
bro. And he was the guy you had to worry about on the Magic.
Oh, yeah.
He was
And
the
he was
guy.
a defensive player of the year for like
Yeah.
5 years in a row.
Yeah. But you talk about careers. I don't know, bro. Like I think
Yeah.
Shaq.
I'm
had a
saying no.
dominant
I think of
career.
it when I compare basketball players, I'm saying right now, not obviously not right now because Shaq is obviously not. I'm saying prime player, drop them in a basketball court anywhere in the world, any game situation. Those two people go at it. That's how I think of it. It's not like
I'm saying-
who had the most stats because stats can be inflated, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Stats can be like, oh well, we didn't play anybody. Like you know what I'm saying?
I'm like Hakeem Olajuwon. You gotta
Yeah,
say.
Shaq is up
Yeah,
there.
Hakeem Olajuwon for sure.
Gotta say.
I like Kareem better than. I like Hakeem better than Kareem.
He was more athletic. He was more
personally.
athletic. Yeah.
I'm
Way
not
more
a
athletic.
I'm not a huge Kareem fan,
So
Because
let's
he was
do
at the
5.
cusp.
and
of,
I'm a
like-
Laker guy, and I'm not a huge Kareem fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was borderline when guys were firefighters and basketball
Right,
players,
right.
and when guys were straight up
Yeah.
pros. He
Yeah.
was in that
And he's
boat.
fucking 7, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I feel
Long
like
arms.
me personally, when you're that tall, like that's why it makes what Michael Jordan and Kobe and people like that are more impressive. It's like, yo, these guys are 7 feet tall. Like, these
But
turn
it's
around.
not-
Wilt Chamberlain, he
Yeah.
was 7
Yeah.
feet tall when not everybody was 7
Patrick
feet.
Ewing. Patrick Ewing.
Yeah. It's
Pat
not their-
couldn't-
it's
Pat
not
couldn't
their
stop
fault.
Shaq.
It's
Patrick
not-
Ewing couldn't stop Shaq.
Now Shaq's the greatest to me. Is
Yeah.
Shaq, Hakeem,
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, if you want to count him.
I was
as
gonna
a
say
center.
David Robinson.
Duncan.
I like.
You can say David Robinson.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
could
David Robinson,
say
you could
David
definitely say up there.
but
He's in the
I'm not
conversation.
putting them above. I'm not putting David and Tim above. Like if you say
But
drop
if you-
him in a
but-
court above Dwight, because
Yeah, drop him in the court, Dwight's going. Dwight's going to
physical.
cut.
I like
Love.
the physicality.
Yeah, you're right. Dwight's
And
in
he
the
could
conversation
bounce,
with Hakeem
bro.
and
Probably only second to Shaq in physicality.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like it was nuts, man. Like
Hakeem
And I would have
too.
loved to see them two go out in their prime.
yeah,
Shaq and Dwight
and
fight. They're every night they fight.
Well,
every
you,
night they
you
play,
saw
they
him go
fight.
against Olajuwon. That's the closest thing that we had to Dwight
Yeah.
Howard was Olajuwon because he was
Yeah.
strong, physical,
Yeah.
and like gonna be.
Like we
in your
saw
face.
old Shaq against Dwight, but we never saw like prime Shaq.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can't.
That would have
count
been crazy. They would have fought though a lot.
Yeah,
A lot of
facts.
fist fights.
Absolutely,
for
bro.
Sure.
They don't
And I'm
back-
glad that Shaq inducted him into the Hall of Fame. That's like a full
Yeah,
Yeah.
circle
moment for
moment.
them.
After him saying he's not Superman,
I know.
Exactly. So
that hurt his ego.
It
that
did.
hurt
That made
his
it-
heart.
Yeah.
But all of that, the Kobe thing, Shaq's criticism, it made him have to go like
Couldn't
made
stop.
him a better player.
Went to China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went to China.
Yeah, he had to
Did
do
a
a
lot.
bunch of stuff to get back, and he did it. So shouts to him.
No, speaking of primes, we have an exhibition match that's coming up in boxing between Floyd Money Mayweather and Iron Mike Tyson.
Doesn't even sound right.
I mean, I'm sure Floyd's probably trying to put some money in Mike's pocket. People who love Mike, I feel like they're always trying to help Mike out. I guess and I don't know if he has money problems. I'm just snowballing here, but yeah, Mike, don't do that.
You know the name Jack Johnson?
Yeah,
One of the
Because
most famous
Floyd doesn't hit that hard, I bet, but
Jack Johnson
Still,
was
all
doing,
the hits is
doing
stupid.
fights into his 40s and 50s exhibition matches. It's something around for
Floyd not
100,
gonna kill
100
him.
years. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's just like
entertainment thing.
they're
gonna
just
sell the shit out of him.
different
Yeah.
weights. Like
the
they're,
shit talking. You thought the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson shit, the shit talking between him and Tyson,
Probably like
Mayweather?
30% of the
Funny.
watchers of Jake Paul against Mike Tyson were real boxing fans.
And they're not.
This
is not
time
even the
you're
same
gonna
weight.
have 10%.
And this is not
of
even the same
real
weight
boxing
class.
fans are gonna be watchers.
It's not even the same weight class.
They
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They're not
real
the same
boxing
weight
fans-
class.
Like 30 weight classes between.
doesn't
them.
make
Real
any
boxing
sense.
fans are talking about Canelo Crawford this week.
Yeah, that's gonna
That's
be
gonna
the one.
be fire.
I was just gonna get to that. Who you got?
Bro, that's gonna be the hardest thing in the world. I love Crawford.
Crawford, bro, is
I
nice.
love Crawford, but Canelo, bro.
I'm thinking Crawford though. I think Canelo's at the end of his run.
Canelo, bro.
Wait,
But Canelo's Canelo.
Didn't we say that it's no more pay per view?
That's
No,
on
it's free.
Netflix.
It's free on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on
So now we can just watch. So we can just
Just watch on Netflix.
You can watch
stream
on
it.
Netflix.
What time's the fight?
I don't know.
Like
Saturday.
midnight, probably.
Saturday
Yeah,
night,
probably
midnight.
Yeah,
I'm here.
bro. It's gonna
Or
be
wherever we are.
Here.
if Crawford
Yeah.
wins, Crawford goes down as one of the best fighters of all time.
I think
Hate to
whoever
say it,
wins.
Because remember,
You say it. You're saying it.
Canelo
Canelo
lost-
Crawford, bro.
Canelo lost against
Crawford is cold.
Yeah.
And Canelo, the loss, the most recent loss Canelo had was a guy, Bivol, who's a Russian guy, who's like 30 pounds, walking around every day, 30 pounds heavier than him.
Canelo's the number one
I'll fight
fighter.
him. And he lost on decision. He took it the whole way. So Canelo's a real dog, bro.
He's
Yeah.
the number one fighter to me. He's the number one fighter to me.
Easy.
You're saying
Canelo.
Canelo is?
The last 10 years.
The
last 10
since Floyd retired,
Yep.
it's Canelo.
He carried the torch.
That's very
Like,
true.
and then
That's very true.
Crawford.
But-
It's
and
Canelo, Crawford,
Crawford-
and then like Javante. What's the kid from Baltimore or not Baltimore from DC? Roach.
Oh, yeah, Roach.
Yeah, he's a good
Roach
fighter.
is tough.
Yeah.
What's
Kid
the
from
other
here?
dude?
Kid from here.
What's the dude that just fought Crawford recently?
The Spanish dude.
No, it was the black dude, or they were supposed to fight.
Oh, you're right.
He's supposed to be a tough fighter too.
Let's see.
But I know Roach. Roach is tough. Javante's obviously tough. Ryan is tough when he's not crazy. Who did Ryan just fight?
Benavidez is another
Who did Ryan
legendary
just fight
name.
and he lost?
I thought he fought. Didn't he
Tank,
fight Roach?
Tank.
Oh, he fought Tank.
No. Who did he fight in Madison Square Garden? I mean, in Times Square. Ryan just fought and he lost.
Yeah.
Somebody. Him and Devin fought on the same card.
We putting Shakur in there too, or no?
Roland Romero.
Rolly, yeah, Rolly.
Yeah, Rolly.
Rolly's good.
Rolly's a strong.
Rolly's
I
good.
saw him live get knocked out by Gervonta in Barclays.
Rolly, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight.
He looks like he's so very unassuming. He looks like he's like 15.
Who?
Rolly.
Oh
Yeah.
He's like a little kid. But he's
When
good.
He,
He's
when
very
he talks, he talks like this. So he sounds like he's like a little
Yeah, he's
kid.
kind of a joke.
I don't know why everybody makes fun of me.
He's kind of a joke. Like he's a good boxer, but like
He
when
beat
he's like
Garcia, I
talking, he's
guess,
like
right?
kind of like silly. Like
He's a brawler. He's a big guy. He's been boxing for years, but he's just not
Yeah.
as technical as like a Gervonta. Or,
Yeah.
But Benavidez is another big name. There's
Yeah.
a few guys out there.
Shakur.
Shakur needs to fight guys.
I know he doesn't fight
Stop
anybody,
running.
bro.
Every fight
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
last 3 fights, he's been just running around.
He's
and
supposed to
Why
fight
doesn't
Tank.
he fight anybody, bro?
He wants to
He's
keep.
protecting that zero. In boxing, it's not like UFC. Like you gotta.
You
protect
lose in
your
boxing,
zero.
that's it.
That's it.
And if you lose, it has to be to
But
another
Saudi
guy
Arabia,
with a zero.
Saudi Arabia's trying to do what UFC did, and they're trying to sign
The
all
best
the
fights
big
on- yeah.
fighters so that they can make the best fighters fight.
That's
the
why I
best
don't think
fighters.
Ryan cared that he lost in.
He
that
did.
Madison
He
Square
didn't.
Garden.
He didn't.
I mean, the Times Square thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that whole protect the zero thing. Like, I don't know the politics or like how the money's made in boxing or how you keep your ranking, but it's like
If you can sell fights,
you got to.
there's
I
four-
know, but you
four
got to
belts, that's
fight
the
though. You
problem.
got to fight guys. Like, I'm not
Four
trying to
belts.
see them fight these like no.
Think about it. UFC is a promotion,
Yeah.
but each fighter are signed to separate promotions.
Mm.
So the promotions are negotiating with promotions. So the promotions want to protect their fighters too,
Mm.
so that they can promote their fighters as this guy's undefeated. So that's the thing.
Then
like-
how do they get good fights?
Oh, Spence is what I was talking
Oh,
about.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah,
he's
yeah.
done. I mean, he was a great fighter when he was in his prime, but he kind of fell off after that Crawford fight. I mean, he showed he doesn't really have any
Yeah.
gas left, and that's it. But you're right, great
He
fighter.
only lost. That was the only fight he ever
He
lost.
was a great fighter. Great fighter. I loved him.
Yeah, nah, but I think that Crawford Canelo, that's gonna be a big one.
That's the
I
big
would
one.
love nothing more for that to go to a draw.
Yeah.
Yo, it's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be like Golovkin, Canelo, where everybody's like, "Oh, who's gonna win this?"
And the
Who's gonna win
Saudis are
this?"
putting this fight on, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that should be a fucking.
I think Dana White has something to do with it too.
Dana?
Yeah, TKO, like
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah, I think it's all connected.
I'd love to see UFC get a hold of boxing, bro.
Oh,
'Cause they make the
man.
best fight the best over there.
Yeah.
Well, it's not no UFC. It's TKO. So it'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
Ari and those boys fucking doing that. Him and his partners. That's what's happening now. WWE's become super commercial. So I don't know if this is necessarily you want these guys. They're trying to make money.
Do you like WWE now?
No, I don't know yet. I don't think it's been long enough under the TKO to say. I think it's definitely been different. There's decisions that are clearly made. There's people that are being brought in that probably would not have been normally brought in. But I mean, a lot of people got fired too. That like they're trying to just trim the fat. I think the product itself is good when they're doing what they do. I think that when you have that outside big giant corporate entity, it's tough because they're
Yeah.
gonna have stuff that they is aligned with what they want,
Yeah.
and it may not always align with what the fans want. So because it's a money making operation at the end of the day. So whereas before WWE was private, and not even was private, but it was still publicly owned, but it was still for the fans.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's about these board members and everybody making their money. So,
I'm a fan on the outskirts, like always been, you know, since I was and now it just seems so bad.
Yeah.
It just seems unwatchable. Everything that I liked about it, the high flying, dangerous stunts, all that, it's kind of gone.
Yeah, they don't do it as often. They used to just do it every night.
Every night.
And now they save it for like the big events and stuff. But that's the nature of the business. Yeah, but we were talking about good fights and stuff. We watched a good fight, exciting type of movie this week, which was Monkey Man.
Monkey Man.
I believe it was directed
Monkey Man.
by, starring, and written by Dev Patel.
Dev Patel.
You need to look inside. You need to believe that you have it inside you. Stop self-sabotaging.
Yeah,
That
you're
movie-
the Monkey Man.
I think just from a visual storytelling and a storytelling standpoint, I thought it was great. It definitely was a bloody, fighting, exciting, John Wick type,
Yeah.
fast moving,
Great
butt
action.
kicking action, like all of
Great
that,
action.
for sure.
The cinematography of the action
Cinematography
was
was
like
dope.
super
The
dope.
storytelling, the entire storytelling of like the whole, even just the little tale, the monkey
Kept you
man,
interested. The whole
the
movie
whole
kept you-
fighting, the bets, the throwing the fights, and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Like
Dope. That Australian guy who was doing the
Oh,
announcing,
yeah,
Funny
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
money. It was money. Great, casted perfectly.
I thought it was good. I could have been better. I thought the kung fu,
Could've
or
been
not
better.
kung fu, but
In
the
what way?
fighting
How could it
scenes-
been better?
I just
What
feel like I feel like the beginning of the movie was definitely like kind of corny and slow, and like the fighting wasn't that good. Like it didn't feel like it was very well choreographed, like in the beginning, and then it wasn't until he like went into the training like facility. I went to like the training spirit world and met all the Shivas that it started to like pick up and become like actual.
Well, it's cartoon.
fight.
It's cartoon fighting. Like when you was throwing those punches.
Yeah,
it was
bro.
Like, do you remember in Sherlock Holmes when what's his name was playing Sherlock Holmes?
Robert
Robert
Downey.
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 Yeah.
And he was like thinking about the punches. He was like, he's gonna throw a right hook, dodge
Yeah.
the right hook, chop him in the neck.
Yeah.
It was so fake and bullshit, but it was
Yeah.
cool. It was interesting.
But
Like,
he's just
we all-
showing you how fast, like, the reflexes of someone thinking,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, he's throwing this.
But it was
block here.
cartoon.
Like,
It was
Yeah.
cartoonish. You know, It
that was
the
part of the
same-
storytelling of
It's the
Sherlock
same
Holmes.
style of fighting in Monkey Man, but it happened right away. So you're like, okay,
Yeah.
what am I watching? Is this like real?
It just
fighting?
seemed silly in the
Fake?
beginning. That's
Yeah.
all, and then it just started picking up, and then it turned into, like you said, Then it turned into like hand combat John Wick, and he just started murdering.
Those
people, bro.
flashbacks, like in the
Yeah, the
beginning, you were like,
flashbacks
what
were-
is this
yeah,
about? And
the
then it
flashbacks
took you
were
That's
in.
why I said, I think the storytelling aspect of it. I think there was a couple plot holes.
Yeah,
Like the entire thing of like, spoiler alert, like he's trying to find the guy that he's trying to assassinate. He has him dead to rights, and he kind of chickens out.
yep,
And it's like, but that if he doesn't do that, we have no movie.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but just like weak reasons, you know.
like,
it
yeah.
felt like a weak reason.
when they talk about that in screenwriting, like I do a lot of screenwriting stuff, and they talk about it about like there's certain things that like, okay, normally in real life you're like, all right, it wouldn't make sense. Like that's stupid. That's a stupid point. But it's like you have to do it in order for the story to make sense.
Well, yes
Yeah.
and yes and no,
He has to
because
screw up.
the character himself wasn't developed enough to be able to handle the outcome of if he murdered him, and I
Right.
think he self-sabotaged that moment.
Yeah.
I think reading into the story because he knew he wasn't ready. Subconsciously knew he was.
I agree with you.
So it's kind of like that thing of
So
like
it adds to it.
it adds to the story, like everything added to the story, and like those characters that he was with in
He had to
the
become
monastery.
ready. Yeah.
That was awesome. That Yoda character was
Yeah.
super cool. It gave you that thing of like the hero's journey. It was
Right. Yeah.
like, and there's no more hero's journey movies like those Lord of the
Right.
Ring
I
movies,
agree with
Star
you.
Wars
I
movies.
agree with you.
There's none of that.
And that's why I say that's where the movie flipped for me, because I was like, okay, now we got the hero's journey. I felt the whole hour before that felt to me just so unnecessary. They could have got all that stuff together.
Yeah, they could have
Like,
given you
alright,
the information.
like,
a
yeah,
little bit.
Even
yo,
the gun
give
scene,
him
right?
that
Like I feel like they spent
Yeah.
15 minutes building up. He was getting the money. He
Yeah.
got the money. He goes to buy the gun. The whole scene, and then he doesn't even use the gun.
That's what I'm like. That's why I was like, yo,
it was
why are
like-
we giving all that?
Yeah, they could have. They didn't.
Like-
they could have just showed him buying a gun,
Right.
and then like showed him
He wrote
taking
the
it.
story.
He wrote
He
it.
did write
which
it.
is
So-
cool. Which is
Yeah,
cool.
he did write it.
Slumdog Millionaire.
And I guess the story of the Monkey Man is a real like a tale, like a
Folklore.
folklore. Yeah.
So like it was dope to kind of see that come to life.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just wanted some better choreographed.
I kept
fighting.
thinking, like at some point, it seemed like the type of movie that was gonna have some sort of twist,
Yeah.
like crazy, blow your mind ending. Like,
Yeah.
like maybe the guy was his dad, or
Yeah.
like there was some stuff that kind of was revealed, but it was nothing really like mind.
Yeah, or like some
we got
crazy.
stabbed.
Or
He
like
got
some
stabbed
yeah.
in the end. We thought he could have
Yeah.
be gone.
Does
Like,
he die or no? We don't know.
We don't
don't know.
We don't know.
But remember,
We don't know.
when that scene was coming up, I was like, "Oh, he's not coming out of here alive."
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah,
that thing of
definitely
like
said
the ultimate showdown. Like, if you want to accomplish your
goal
goals,
was to just take
you
that
have to
guy
be
out.
willing to die.
Yeah, he
You
was
have
just
to be willing to
he
die
just
to
wanted to take
accomplish
that
your
guy out, and it was like, I'll take you out with me.
Exactly. That's how much I care.
You just gotta be gone.
That's how much I care.
Yeah, but like I said, I kept thinking it was gonna be like some sort of mind fuck, but it got me thinking into what are some of those great mind blowing mind fuck movies that like mess with your head a little bit, that get you thinking that you have to watch.
Can I say my number one?
Yeah, sure.
Shutter Island, bro. That the hairs in the back of my neck stood up when I realized what it was.
Yeah.
Because I had people tell me to watch it and didn't spoil it for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, going into it raw, bro. That twist when you realize.
What's like your breakdown of it? Like I want to know if like we have the same like.
He's a patient.
Right.
He's a patient.
Yeah.
And he's imagining.
He committed like he killed some like the fire.
It scares the fuck. Like I'm getting it now.
The fire that
all go through something
that he thinks about. He set the fires or whatever, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Killed his wife.
Exactly.
And then like he used to be a cop or a detective.
Yeah. I think he used to be.
Yeah. And Mark Ruffalo's really the doctor.
Yeah. But the hallucinations that he's seeing, it's like, okay, it's playing with reality and your interpretation of reality and the fact that like we all have our own realities and like are people that are insane really that
But it was
insane?
it was like almost like an immersive therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like let's let him think he's back in here doing a detective case.
Hoping his schizophrenic mind.
But hoping that when he got to the end of solving the case and he realizes that he's the one who did the crime himself, that it would switch him back in. And it does kind of, I think, because there was a repeat, right? They said like he'd done it before, so it kind of does, but then he like starts all over again, and it's
do you think that's a bigger mindfuck than Inception?
No, Inception gives you the
Inception's just confusing, right?
Yeah, it's confusing.
Inception gives it to you, and then you kind of.
Shutter Island is like you're watching it, and you're like, you think this cop's on this island doing this, like.
It's
like,
beautiful.
Oh, wait,
it's a beautiful movie to watch.
But there's a lot of symbolism, like where the whole time where you could actually see that he is the like if you go once you know that, and then you watch it again, you're like, oh yeah, I can see the whole time.
Interesting fact about that, like Lord of the Rings, they made actual miniatures of that
island,
insane asylum of that island. So those shots,
cool.
when they're panning in, it's not 100% CGI.
Yeah.
It's a lot of miniatures with
cool.
CGI, so it's really realistic and great art.
Yeah, I think also with Shutter Island, which was like kind of scary for me at least, is like, and there's been other movies and TV shows about this of like, if you were to like, because remember how the movie started, like he went onto the island as a detective, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if we were to go onto like an insane asylum island, like they could easily trick you into thinking that you're supposed to be there, and then all of a sudden, do you need some water? Oh, sit down. Do you need some water? Oh, take this Advil.
So my mom had an uncle who had schizophrenia, and she would go visit him in the asylum. She said I would go visit him. Sometimes he'd ramble, say stuff that didn't make sense. She said sometimes I'd go, and he'd tell me stuff that happened to me that I didn't tell him. I didn't tell anybody in the family. Nobody in the family really talked to him, and he would know what I did, who I saw, who I spoke to, and it would be the creepiest thing. So there's something to that effect.
Yeah.
Of like, careful when you go into that world.
Yeah, bro, because they can flip it on you real easily.
My favorite is Tenet, bro.
For a twist?
I mean, not for a twist, but just for a mindfuck of like I had to watch it literally 10 times before I could understand like the timeline of the movie. Or a classic one is like The Matrix.
Yeah.
Like The Matrix, I had to watch like the first Matrix. I had to watch like 20 times.
Robert Pattinson's a G though. In Tenet.
Oh, and then Tenet,
Tenet, bro. Yeah.
But even John David, like John David's tough in that.
Yeah.
I thought he was good in that. I like how the character doesn't have a name; he's just the antagonist.
Yeah.
Like,
and the cool thing with Tenet too is like they kind of made you feel like you figured it out early on in the movie, and then you really never figured it out.
You're like, oh, okay, the time moves backwards. All right, cool. And then in the end, you're like, wait. He's with him, and he told him to go back.
Yeah.
This was a whole plan that he's orchestrates later on in the future to send him back to help him.
Isn't Blade Runner a little like that?
Blade Runner's just in the future. I don't know if it's like
what's the Ryan Gosling movie where like a guy gets he's a assassin and people just blow up in front of him and he shoots.
You're thinking of Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the one with Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah,
Bruce Willis.
Not Clocker. It's
people get like transported in time.
Looper
was another little twist. He killed himself.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Looper was nuts, bro.
That was a good one, bro.
And then they were like slowly making him look like Bruce Willis as that's Bruce Willis, bro.
That's a good fucking movie.
Yeah, like that's a good one.
And Bruce is like now losing it, so like that's one of Bruce's last like real bangers.
Like fun ones to do, bro, because he was Sixth Sense, which was another one.
Yep,
that was
Sixth Sense is another good one.
Sixth Sense is one of those ones where like I saw it at a very young age. At whatever year that came out. What year did it come out?
Bro, I was probably 10 years old.
It came out in 1999. I was 9 years old when I saw it. I saw it when it came out. But whatever year it ends in. That's how old I was.
99.
So I was 9 years old.
Wow.
So I saw that at 9 years old, and at first,
Saw it at 10.
visually, it was a little bit scary, like for a little kid. But then when you like put aside like the dead people and all that stuff, and you think about it's not a scary movie, and then you think about it, and then to me, that's not a big mindfuck movie because I feel like there's a lot of holes in Sixth Sense of stuff that Bruce Willis was doing throughout the movie that only live people were doing.
Yeah.
So that I'm like, and I whenever I watch it back, I always look for little things that he did that only live people were doing. So I'm trying to make sure. Oh, did anybody interact with him? Did anyone bump into him? Because I felt like there was moments in there like where.
But were there moments like that?
Bro, in my opinion, in my sole opinion, I think there was definitely some moments that slipped that did not stick with the physics of this world of if he was a dead person, right? Like they showed us at the end, his breath was cold, right?
Yeah.
But never throughout the whole movie did they ever show us him breathe the cold breath like when he was around.
You're right.
Maybe one other time. I
It
think
should have
one
had more
time they
breadcrumbs.
showed it.
You're right. It should have been more
There
breadcrumbs.
should have been a couple more breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
But there was a few that I felt like I feel like people saw him there.
Yeah.
Like so, I just one of my favorite. Another one is Memento.
Yeah, that one's nuts.
That's
And I don't know if that's necessarily like a super mind fuck, but it's like you have to follow the story, and in the end, it's like it's a mind fuck for me because, spoiler alert, like he basically like side by side with the killer the whole movie.
Yeah.
Right, and he's like, hey, did you figure it out yet? Hey, did you figure it out yet? And then at the end, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like this nigga's following him around to see if he figures it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's been following around for however many days since it happened because I think right after it happened, he's like following him to see if he remembers something. He hits him in the head, and he's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And then the killer's like following him around. So it was like, to me, that one was like.
And I haven't seen that one in a minute.
I got a really good
That's one of my favorites.
Got a good one ready?
And
Den of Thieves.
Think that's a mindfuck?
Bro.
It is.
You
the
find
play,
out.
the play that he runs.
Bro, you find out that he's the mastermind of all these dudes who are like, you little bitch, you can't fucking hang with us. You can't hang, and you realize he's the mastermind of putting it all together.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't know that till
Great
the
twist.
end.
Great
Yeah,
twist. Great twist.
Great twist.
Yeah.
I like that. I'll go with that.
My question is, you said Matrix as a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Are you saying because of trying to understand like the difference between like the Matrix and reality, or like I felt like I kind of understood what it was.
Who was on his team and who really was?
I was thinking more of it like, what is it?
Right
what did it mean, like to be the one inside of the computer system? Like, what did it mean? Is because they're in a computer, they're in a simulation,
right?
So, what did that mean that he was the one that what was he? He was an anomaly. He was.
Yeah.
Well, like I thought it was
what
like
his abilities were.
AI took over. Humans were being harvested for whatever they were being like energy. It's a dystopian future of now.
Yeah.
By the way.
That part's not the confusing part. The confusing part is just the metaphor. But they always say it's like it's a metaphor for Jesus, like and God, like.
Yeah. What's his name was the angel Gabriel.
Morpheus.
Morpheus was Gabriel.
No, they said Morpheus was John the Baptist.
Oh yeah,
John the Baptist.
Right,
yeah.
right,
He said it himself. That's what
he was
said on
John
Neil
the
deGrasse
Baptist.
Tyson.
Yeah, he was John the Baptist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trinity's like Mary Magdalene.
Yeah.
He's obviously Jesus. Neo's Jesus.
Kind of like Constantine.
Judas is Cypher is Judas, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Cypher part was a little bit of a twist.
Yeah, that was a twist.
Yeah,
that part
he
was
knew.
wild.
He just wanted to stay there.
Yeah.
Even though he knew the shit was fake, he was like, but it feels so much better than being out there eating gruel.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat a fake steak to eat fucking real gruel.
Yeah.
Like, they were living fucked up out there in the real world.
Yeah.
The machines had fucking did what they did. They're living underground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he killed my boy, bro.
Killed
Was
a
it
lot of
Mouse?
jokers.
A lot of
Mouse, bro.
Killed a lot of jokers. Yeah, but those are some. Interstellar, that's one. Interstellar's one I had to watch a couple times, and I still watch, like, because I think, like, when we say, like, oh, well, what makes it a mindfuck, right? It's like, does it confuse you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to seek more clarity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you watch it again? Do you want to watch it again?
You have to watch it
You have
again.
to watch it again.
Interstellar was one of seeking clarity, and really, like, that was one that you had to start to you had to really think about, like, because the movie as a whole, even if you don't think about it, it makes sense.
It's
It's a great movie.
And a big one is
scientific for sure.
If you ever had to watch it back to back just to understand it, like it was like you literally like go back and rewind.
It was like Inception for me. Like it was a lot to handle.
Yeah,
I remember it was deep.
It was like a year later, I think. Like I was watching the movie and I called you or texted you and was like, "Bro, I think I finally understand. Like I figured out how he can get back to back to the planet in time. Like I know what the Tesseract is now, bro. Like It was nuts. But that's just is like another one that's just it's great storytelling too. Like the story of it is like
It kept you along for the ride.
yeah, it kept,
Yeah, like,
and it was
and you were
development.
hoping that the character made it out of the
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you wanted
You were
everybody to
invested. You were
succeed.
invested.
For
very
sure. That
invested.
one you're definitely invested emotionally.
Yeah.
And McConaughey has the
Yeah, but
I-
you said, but what you say in Monkey Man was called like the hero develop. What did you say?
hero's journey.
Hero's journey. Like this is like this
Hero's
is that,
journey.
bro.
Hero's
like,
journey.
This is
What
Well, I
that.
saw somebody break down the other day is that they said that Christopher Nolan for Inception, the crew is just a film crew.
Mhm.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio, he's the director. Then you have like the set design. Then you have the actor. Then you have like the producer.
Mhm.
Like everybody represents like because they asked him like he's like, well, I don't know anything about like crews and heists and stuff. So he's like, only crew I know is like a film crew.
Mm.
So he designed everybody's like based off like the roles of what a film crew does.
In the movie?
Yeah, in the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, cause they're building dreams. Like the dream is like a movie, right?
Oh, in
Mm.
Inception,
You
you're
think
saying?
that-
Yeah, Inception.
So it's like the dream is like a movie.
Yeah.
So they're like
The
they're building a
architect.
set, they're building a story, they're building like players around it. Like
Yeah,
everybody has like a role of like
but they went deep. They went
That movie's
deep,
deep.
in Inception.
always deep, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
There's some stuff if you look into that and break it down. Like,
Good movies though. Good.
well, Christopher Nolan has a lot of those.
Yeah, he's
Like,
he's
a lot
like
of these ones I named is Christopher Nolan.
Would we say he's the goat of that type of stuff, or is there like?
He's the goat at it because the only person that probably is close is M. Night Shyamalan, and he be fucking up.
Yeah, he fucks up.
Fucks up a lot.
We already said
know,
that before. He be fucking
Yeah,
up.
we Jordan doesn't have enough catalog, but there's probably
These
some
aren't really
guys.
although the closest, and I don't know if this is a Jordan Peele movie, but they cloned Tyrone. That's a little.
See,
bit
I
of a
never
mindfuck.
finished that one though.
The
I haven't seen
the
it.
ending is what makes it a
Yeah,
mindfuck.
don't
haven't
spoil
seen
that.
I'm not gonna spoil that one. That's some homework for you to go watch.
Yeah.
You watch that?
No, never.
Oh no, y'all gotta watch that. You
Yeah?
gotta watch that tonight.
Okay.
Netflix.
Yeah.
They cloned Tyrone.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx.
Ooh.
I tried watching it not too
John
long ago.
Boyega.
Yeah, watch the beginning of it.
and,
one of my
um,
favorite actors. I gotta
That's,
see
this
that.
is right before he went into the whole.
What's the black girl
Sick
from Captain Marvel? She's in it too. She's funny as hell in it.
Mm.
Yeah, they got a great cast in that.
Okay.
Jimmy
No, I remember watching the beginning of it, like when
Now,
he gets to
they
the
cloned
cornerstone and all
Tyrone,
that
bro.
stuff. Like,
That's a mindfuck movie.
yeah.
I'm gonna leave. We'll leave that segment with that. I do have some homework, or there's some team homework for next week's episode. I have an idea for us to do an actor fantasy draft.
Like it.
We're gonna do. We'll draw straws or something for the order, and so we'll have 5 rounds. You're gonna get 5 rounds to draft an actor or actress for one movie. 1 round per host. Well, 1 pick per round per host. I think that'd be a dope concept to cook up, and then you have to pitch it. We'll let the fans and people decide in the comments and stuff like that. But you basically, and then you have to, once you have your 5 actors, put together a concept. I mean, you can have your concept first,
Yeah.
and then pick your actors based on what your
Concept
film.
is, yeah.
It doesn't even have to be that you have to write a whole script or anything. You just pick your actors and just say like,
Write
all
a
right, we're gonna
summary.
do a comedy heist. We're gonna do a heist movie. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use these people. Here's why I'm gonna use them.
Yes.
But you don't have to have like a whole. If you want to bring a storyline or whatever, that's cool too.
Word.
But like, let's pitch it. Just pitch it as like the type of movie you would make with these people: a drama, action, comedy, whatever.
Copy.
Can we do
then-
part 2s of movies?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by part 2?
Like, let's say.
Oh, you say like, oh, I'll make a sequel to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, for anything.
Okay,
No
okay.
limits as far as the type of
Cool.
movie you'll make. The only limits will be is we'll have the 5 rounds, 1 pick per round. It'll be men and women. We'll make the pool beforehand, and so we'll all see.
and
the
if somebody choose, obviously, if someone chooses them, you can't choose them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So there's no duplicates.
Bet.
That's why it makes it. That's what makes it like
Mm-hmm.
a little more because we'll have a pool of actors that we'll all agree on, and
Bet.
build that over the next week or so. And I think that could be a dope concept.
I like it.
Of what we figure out, what we cook up.
I love it. I love it. Love it.
Let's get a quick little overhype, underhype to close out tonight's show. We'll just recap some of the things that we talked about tonight. Let's start off with Jaylen Carter. Was the whole Spitgate ejection, is it overhype, underhype, or is the hype real about this situation?
Overhype to me.
All day.
I don't even think it was like you heard me earlier. I don't think it was that. I don't think he even should have gotten suspended. Like I get it's wild disrespectful and I get it's an assault, but I think it's just overhyped. They
Yeah,
didn't have
kicked
to
out
go
of the game was
yeah.
enough.
That's
Can I give you guys the NFL and just any sports league's solution to things like this going
Let's
forward?
hear it.
Let's hear it.
We need to create a small little maybe 5x5 cage or box, and when things like this happen, we put the 2 men in that cage or box, and whoever comes out, That's the guy. That's the guy who gets to stay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but what if it's like Garrett
Wouldn't that be
Wilson,
the guy
Garrett
who-
Wilson,
Don't
Garrett
pick
Wilson,
fights.
and Jalen
Oh,
Carter?
you don't have to enter the
Yeah.
box. You can refuse to enter the box.
And then what happens?
Well, no.
We'll
I
figure
say let's make it
something out about
interesting.
that.
You give them gloves, no helmets, gloves,
Or you,
and you
or
can
how
only
about this?
punch like
Each
hockey.
team-
Like hockey,
Each
you can only
team
throw
can have a
punches.
representative. So say the quarterback doesn't want to get inside the
You have your
box.
enforcers.
He can call his enforcer, and his enforcer can step
Love
inside
it.
the box.
Love it. Love it.
But that's what's
Hockey.
supposed to happen, right?
Hockey.
Are you not at that point just signing Canelo to the 1 day
Not
deal?
Canelo. No, these are not professional fighters.
Yeah,
We want.
Hey,
I hear what you're saying, but that doesn't. Just because Canelo is a good boxer doesn't mean he could beat a fucking 6'6".
That's true.
Fucking
it's
300
just like
pound dude.
hockey. Once you hit my goalie, okay, at
Yeah, let's
face off, I'm
go.
gonna look at you and say we're fighting right now.
Yeah.
And if you push the guy and doesn't fight, then the fighter's gonna skate over and be like, nah, he's not gonna fight you, but I'm gonna fight you.
Facts.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
Facts.
100%.
Yeah, I would say that the situation is the hype is real. You can't just be spitting in people's faces. But he got just punishment. I think we don't need to elaborate more on it. If the two of them want to have it out for the rest of their careers, I'm sure they'll be playing each other for a long time. That could be between them. But as far as us, the fans, the media world, I believe the hype is real. We let that situation be what it is, and let's all move on from it. But no spitting. Nobody.
Yeah,
needs to
bro, that's
spit in
wild
anybody's face.
disrespectful.
That's crazy. That's crazy disrespect. Danny Dimes and his perfect drives. Is that overhyped, underhyped, or is the hype real? about
Overhyped.
Danny Dimes.
Overhype. As a Giants fan, overhype. We know what he is. We know what he produced. He has a good arm. He has a good head on his shoulders. He's not an NFL star. He's not.
It's not elite.
He's not elite. He's a game manager.
The hype is real, baby. Watch Danny Dimes become Danny Dimes once again behind this offensive line with this running game, with this coach. He fits, bro. I'm not gonna say he's gonna turn.
Duke Danny
I'm not gonna
Dimes?
say he's gonna turn into a star, but we saw him on the Giants play a little well. So why can't we see him play well up in Indianapolis? I feel like he got the guys now. He got the coach, and he's got a pretty good defense out there too. The hype is real.
Got his owner on the radio during the games. What is my coach's talking? I have to know because, this game is a bunch of bullshit. So I got to fuck out of here. Fuck
I mean, well,
outta here.
in her defense, she just inherited the team from her father that passed away, so
Fuck
she
off
doesn't
the
know
radio.
what
Get the
she's doing.
fuck off the
So
Do that in silence. It's like, why do you have to broadcast that you're on the fucking radio? Be on the radio in the box and shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that the hype is real as well because I think Daniel Jones has always been an average or above average football player, but the New York Giants were keeping him down and below par as they do sometimes. So it'll be exciting to see what he can do with a real football team that in a city that doesn't get in his way as well.
Yeah.
So
Radio, we got some bullshitters over here on Believe No Hype.
Listen, the hype is real, Danny Jones. I hope that I wish for him to do well because I hate to see when teams just give up on a guy like that and they're just like, oh, it's your fault, not ours, when really it's our fault. So I'm going to go ahead and wish the best for Danny Dimes. Aaron Rodgers in his Steelers debut up against the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, can he make magic happen for the Steelers this year? He put up 4 touchdowns, beat the Jets, last-minute comeback. Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers. I know we've talked about it a couple times in the past few weeks. Overhyped, underhyped.
Back.
I'm on the overhyped train with Aaron Rodgers, brother. I think everything you said is absolutely correct. I think he's going to show a little bit of magic. I think he's going to do a couple good things. I just don't know. I think like the hype of being like, especially after just this one game of him being like he's going to take the Steelers to that hump that they couldn't get over. I don't think that him in this current state is enough to get them over that hump. And I think if they do get over the hump, it's not going to be because of him. It might be because of some other things that happen on that team, like that defense or like that guy, DK Metcalf.
Under hype all day. Mike Tomlin doesn't have losing seasons. You have 5 big free agent signings on both sides of the ball. One of the best arms of all time in Aaron Rodgers. He's reading defenses, making audibles. He's back.
We need to see it. We need to see it. We need to see it over the span of the season.
I'm going to go with the hype is real with this one. I believe that Aaron Rodgers, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. I never slept on him. Only reason that he was slept on the last 2 years is because he was married to the Jets. So once that divorce became final, as we talked about earlier today, best thing for him in this situation, I would have hated to see Aaron Rodgers drag out the end of his career in a miserable situation with the New York Jets. So I'm glad that he's with the Steelers. He's going to help make them make plays. He's a guy, like I was saying, I would like to see out of Russ where he can elevate the guys. When I see you elevating Ben Skoranek or Calvin Austin to a level to play next to a DK Metcalf, that shows the elite ability. So I'm going to go ahead and say Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers, based off his debut. The hype is real. Our boys, the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, we do this all the time. We start out 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. But can we really become, and I know we're probably not entering into the college football playoff conversation just yet, but can we get ourselves to a bowl game again? Can we get ourselves in a situation where Rutgers football is prosperous?
We've been to the bowl game. Like, this is the most mid team ever, bro. Like, they've been where they've been for this entire time. Like, I'm happy that Shiano got them out of the doldrums a little bit, because with Chris Ash, they were like getting whooped on every weekend. But they still don't have the right talent. They still don't have like what they need. I don't believe that they're going to be they might get an upset. They're an upset team, like upset alert, watch out.
Yeah.
But they're not, they don't got it yet. They don't got it yet. I'm watching the games. I don't see somebody who flies off the film to be like, give me enough to say that this team, the hype is real for this team. So they're overhyped, as they always are when they play these mid-major teams in the beginning of the season, because once they get into that Big Ten play, they're going to get spanked by some of these guys.
I'm going to go underhyped.
Underhyped.
Want to know why? I'll bench it off of UCLA. UCLA has better facilities, more money. You know, it's a bigger school, and if they're better than UCLA as a benchmark, I think they're underhyped. You know,
I don't know. Although I do think that the win they get is going to be against Oregon. Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead, and I'm somewhere between the overhyped and hype is real situation, because I would like to see them continue to be dominant over these smaller schools, smaller programs. But it's about damn time that we start being able to compete with the teams that we have to play against. Yeah. You should be recruiting from the same pools as them. I mean, we have one of the best recruiting pools in the entire country.
They're all going to Syracuse.
In New Jersey.
They're all going to Syracuse.
Yeah, for sure, because shout out to that former Bergen Catholic team up there in Syracuse. But no, I think we're somewhere between overhyped and the hype is real, because it's about time we start showing up. It's been a couple years that we've been in the Big Ten, and we've yet to be able to compete other than with like a Northwestern or some of these booty teams. No disrespect, but it's about time that we can beat a Minnesota, beat an Indiana, beat a Wisconsin, beat a Michigan again, beat an Ohio State. That's probably never gonna happen. But it's time to be able to compete with those teams. So I would like to see them get out there and get it done. Carmelo Anthony and Dwight Howard entering into Hall of Fame are the careers of one Carmelo Anthony and Dwight Howard. How do we feel? Overhyped or underhyped? You can do them separately.
The hype is real, bro, all day. I mean, you're talking about, you know, people's childhoods into their teen years were watching these guys, doing it year in, year out with different rosters, different teams, making all-star games.
Absolutely. I think the hype is real for Carmelo. It's tough to, I mean, just because Carmelo is like still in the culture now, I think people still are young people are looking at him in the media, potting and everywhere, and they still get to look at his stuff. I think Dwight, though, as we talked about earlier, underhyped, bro. Anybody who's out there who hasn't seen Dwight Howard play basketball in his prime, I'm talking Orlando Magic, NBA Finals Dwight Howard.
6 years.
Yo, you need to go watch Dwight, because that's what a big man used to look like. You know what I'm saying? That's what a center used to look like. Yeah. You know, they weren't out here looking like Wemby. They was out here looking like, and that's no disrespect to Wemby.
Boulder shoulders.
But yeah, boulder shoulders. We're talking about grown man basketball.
Facts.
Banging in the paint.
Facts.
Go watch Dwight Howard, underhyped.
I would say both men, both careers, I would say are underhyped. Two of my favorite players of all time, I wouldn't say necessarily grew up watching, but grew up with them. Two guys I enjoyed, Carmelo especially, and Dwight for his defensive prowess, his dunks, that just excitement he brought to basketball games in his prime, that finals against Kobe. Just, you know, just not necessarily that they had a great finals, but the fact that he brought that team over to the finals.
Yeah.
And then Carmelo, just a legendary career. Just, I think only thing that would have made his career better would be championships. But I think God just doesn't give us to them for that reason.
Everybody can't win.
Yeah, everyone can't win. I mean, they both ran into Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Kobe and LeBron.
Yeah, and LeBron.
He was in the East.
You know, they had to.
He went to the East.
Yeah.
I'm going to say careers of both men severely underrated.
Yeah.
This upcoming Mike Tyson Floyd Money Mayweather exhibition fight. I think I know the answer to this.
Yeah.
Let's
Is
hear it.
this another overhyped cash grab, or is this could be an underhyped masterpiece of boxing?
And cash grab.
Bro, this is the most. How did Marshawn Lynch say it? Over and 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 over overhyped thing I've ever seen in my entire life. We know what's going on with this one. Will we watch? Probably.
The highlights.
Most likely.
The highlights. No one's watching that live.
You don't think so? I might watch that.
We're gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch that, bro.
Just
Not
for
for
the-
any reason, but just because
Wasting my
of the
time.
names.
People like to watch things crash and burn.
Yeah.
So people will just watch.
I didn't like watching Roy Jones.
I want to
Paul.
be able to educatedly talk my shit about that fight. That's why I want.
No, there's no shit to really talk. 'Cause it's not a real fight.
It's acting, yeah.
It's
That's
not
what
a
I'm
real
saying. I want to see how well. I want to
not a
see how
real
well these guys say they're superstars. Want to be movie stars
Put on a show.
fight. Mm,
on that show,
I don't
man.
think they could do that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a overhyped work, as they say in the wrestling business.
Yeah.
They're gonna come in. They're gonna pretend to box. They're gonna try to get out there clean, safe, and healthy, and make a lot of money. So overhyped cash grab. Last but not least, you can give any specific ones that you want, but these mind fuck movies, these movies that blow our minds, that constantly make us have to go back to do research, to watch them over, to find little clues, little Easter eggs. Are they overhyped masterpieces, or just causing pure confusion?
That's a good question. I would say pure confusion. I would say these movies are good. They make you smile when you think about them. You had good moments, but like, bro, I don't think cinema has reached its peak, and hopefully it still goes down this trajectory. But I would say it could be better. It could be better, like you said with Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
It could be better.
That's a good question because I want to say that the hype is real, and that, but at the same time, I want to say underhyped because I don't feel like we have enough directors doing it that well in that field either. And I feel like the ones like even guys like Ari Aster who are like good like horror thriller like type directors out there, like they kind of still hit that mind fuck mind twist type situation, even though they're not considered that style of like director. So it's like the reason why I say underhyped is because I want to see these directors take more risk in those types of movies because I feel like they get pinholed into these Christopher Nolan, M. Night Shyamalan, Jordan Peele style, and it would be nice to see like some real attention to detail to make it so that when you're done watching the movie, you want to do the research and you want to figure out what's going on. You want to watch it again because some of these ones, like you're just so over the movie, you're just like,
Yeah.
like, I don't even care about the research.
Well, that's what makes Tarantino so great. Like
Yeah.
he gives you the story, but you don't know how they're gonna get to the end. Like,
Yeah.
he takes you, and he doesn't.
And
Like,
sometimes you start at the end with him. and then-
exactly. It's the marketing that you see before the movie that ruins it with Tarantino because his movies are so big.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like Scorsese. Like he can just give you a movie and you know what's gonna happen, but it's still suspenseful.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would say the hype is real. They're my favorite type of movies to watch. If I'm watching a movie and I'm not going back thinking about the plot line, the story, is it could it work? How does it work? That's the movies I enjoy. I want to be asking questions and good questions, not like stupid questions at the end. You know what I mean? I want to be able to say, was this character? Why did he have to go in reverse entropy? Like at this particular moment, what if he just waited here and then? You know what I'm saying? I want to know stuff like that. I want to question the physics of the movie. I want to question the science a little bit. Like again, not in an abstract way that makes the movie unenjoyable, but in a way where it stimulates my mind. So if the movie can stimulate my mind, stimulate conversation with the people I watch it with or people who have seen it, I think that's great.
Word.
That's one of my favorite.
Word.
But yeah, I think that we'll wrap it up for today. If you laugh, learn, question the hype, remember, do us a favor, like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share with somebody who might be believing all the hype. Hit us up, follow us on all social media, and don't forget, believe no hype.
Peace.